Am I on? Which one is this? God. Why did I... Here we go.
Vou chegar boladão, menos de minuto, vou te levar ao céu, vou te catucar e fazer
What is up? Oh man, I'm getting flashbanged here. There it is. All right. What is up? I gotta turn the music down. Good evening, fellas. We're watching basketball tonight. Cause why the hell not? I got on and then the whole thing kind of was messing with me. I reordered all this. I don't know why I'm yelling. I reordered the scenes in my OBS, so I'm still trying to figure things out at the moment. What is this I'm listening to? I got some Rager music going. Rally House for Degenerates, as we said. I mean, again, why do I keep switching the tabs here? There we go. Back to the Lakers game. We got this funk music. Yeah, exactly. So there it is. We got I figured go a little different for once. I mean, geez, I think we've heard every song Nintendo's ever made at this point. But yeah, as you can see, this is the setup, right? As you'd think. Wrong. All right, I figured it out. I figured out how to plug my camera in to my computer. Funny enough, I have to pay a subscription for it, so I figure I may as well use it. Otis is asking about the online franchise, so that's it's a Hunnaball stream. So what is up? We're gonna be watching basketball. We are gonna be predicting which jersey am I wearing? I'm not wearing Braun. Cove. There it is. Bryant. You guys ever heard of him? He played basketball for a few years. So that's what we got. Fixed my camera. Got a new setup going. Got the chat here. Got the hill here. Got the score here. And, you know, that's it. So, if you watch on 720 or 240, 360, whatever, nothing changed. But, yeah. What a battle it was, by the way, figuring out this camera, which, by the way, I still am going to have to fix periodically. I'm going to have to go like that every half hour or so because funny thing about Canon cameras, they suck. I'm looking at the wrong camera. They suck. They're not good. So did he do something in 03? Let's not cover that. Now's no time. Not a bad setup. Thank you. Thank you, me. Finally, the first person. That's fine. We're moving on to scheduling the draft. New setup is elite. Thank you, Mahi. Thank you. I was going to save it for Super Bowl Sunday, but I figured to hell with it. So much wiring, riff-raff I had to set up. You guys have no idea. Canon makes you pay a subscription to use the camera as a webcam. I have to pay a subscription. I have to pay a subscription to plug the camera into the computer. $5 a month, rest of my life. I think not. I figured out a little maneuver. Because I could show it, but it would like crash the whole stream. The way it works, and you guys don't care about camera talk, but I'd be remiss if I didn't rant about this for a second. Because, by the way, Lakers Clippers has not started yet. It's 7:02, 10 o'clock Eastern. The Mavs just turned it over. Adam Silver would rather give away his firstborn than start a game on time, so that's good. But yeah, what I wanted to say was I've been finagling with this camera for weeks now, trying to figure out how it works. I plugged it into a capture card, but then again, I couldn't get it because check this out, right? I'm just playing the straight camera feed. So if I went to manual or if I went to autofocus, as you can see right down here, look, so that's not gonna work. So I had to turn it on manual like an idiot. So now it's on manual focus. Problem, it turns off every 30 minutes. So if I just go dark, it's not that the stream lagged out, it's that the camera turned off. Because if I use it as a webcam, which is what Canon wants me to do, I have to pay $5, it would have to be in 720. It would be choppy as all hell. It would look like garbage. It would be worse than the webcam, which, in case all fails, we're still rocking and rolling. But yeah, for now, we're going with the new setup. So what is up? We're watching basketball. I'm going to be reviewing the Barnyard movie. We're going to be predicting the championship week games. Happy to see you guys. Drop a like if you haven't already. It might turn into a basketball, which would be a whole new color on this stream. But yeah, Lakers-Clippers hasn't started yet. I'm not going to talk about it too much because, you know, regular season hoops. But outside of that, I'm happy you guys are here. We've been talking on the Discord a lot, so that's my little mini rant start. Games always start 10 minutes after scheduled time. Welcome to the NBA. I don't think this thing's going to get going until 30, but we'll be good. So for all the online Madden franchise people, what do you think of next Saturday, 7:30 MT for the fantasy draft? That should go for me. I'm probably gonna have to stream it, right? So that should go, I think. Still gonna buy the game, but in due time. In due time. Let me actually... There's one more thing I needed to get. The alert box. That's the last thing I forgot to do. Let me just add that really quick here on OBS. I don't know if you guys knew this or not about me. I'm kind of an OBS pro. So in case anyone donates, that'll pop up as well. Would hate for someone to donate and then it not even show up. That would be kind of a bad look. So there you go. My women's college team won 70-30 tonight. That's a bucket. That's a score. Is that Iowa State? Because Iowa State's got a hell of a squad. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Iowa State's got a hell of a squad. Man, they got Audrey Crooks, who's a straight up beast. And then Audrey Crooks, I think it's Audi Crooks, actually. My bad. And then someone else. God, what's her name? Jordan? Mike Jordan, I think her name is. No, it's Jada. I think it's Jada something, and she's kind of a stud as well. Is that the right nomenclature for women's basketball? Stud? We'll cross that bridge later. Fantasy draft has randomized draft orders. What are we gonna do about picks? Because the Jets would be broken. Everything in due time. No, we're an FCS team. All right, well, let me know your squad, Meep. Hopefully they can have a better end of the season than the 49ers, but, you know, no time to punch down. Yeah, and by the way, it looks like all of you guys checked out my Bills video, which makes my heart warm. If you haven't, check that out. It's doing okay. I think I'm going to start playing with that structure a little bit more. Look at me making a long-form video. I think the right approach going forward is going to be kind of write jokes. What I've realized is no one on sports YouTube really wants to hear commentary, especially not from me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So I figure writing some jokes, making it a little tongue-in-cheek, making fun of teams that aren't the Giants is something I'd like to explore a little more. Derek Carr video coming up, though. I've told you guys about this a few times. I was going to make the ranking every single game in the NFL. I still could. The problem is that video is going to be 3 hours, and I recorded the first half of it, and I edited it, watched it back, and I thought this video sucks. No one's going to watch this video. No one's going to watch me talk about Texans, Titans, and all the other nonsense games. So what I think I'm going to do instead is just rank the top 20, 25 games, and we'll do that throughout the Super Bowl. That way, I'll be able to clip it and then make a short out of it, and then continue to build our following here, and then maybe one day I'll get to 3,000 subs. Anyway, what are you guys saying? I'm gonna actually probably look at this chat now because it just looks better and I can read. But this game I'm divided. I want Luka to pull up a good performance that he can compete with SGA, but the Clippers win. They get a higher spot, and OKC gets a lower pick. I wouldn't harp too much about the draft right now in the NBA. The lottery's rigged, and this sport sucks. Jets, the Cowboys, and Colts picks. Yeah, but in a fantasy draft, it's just 1-1-1, so it doesn't really matter. It's randomized anyways. The only right answer I'm rooting for is OKC to get a lower pick. Well, that's true, at least. That's true. I mean, but again, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Set my parlay for the Lakers game in the Discord. Well, Jarv's here, and he made a parlay. Jarv, what do you think of the new setup? If you're watching on low volume, then or low quality, crank that John up. Because I did not buy 7 cords and plug in my capture card to not cash this in. That is a hefty parlay. No sweat parlay. All you had to do was bet 19 things. I'm going to read this out loud because, you know, I think this is probably going to be a smaller crowd for the evening. We're a football stream first, but I had to talk about Barnyard, right? So Jarvaz, Luka Doncic over 25, Kawhi over 20, Luka plus 3 made threes, Harden 2+ made threes, LeBron to get 4 rebounds. They should rename it for LeBron. Luka to get 6, Kawhi to get 4. A lot of rebound parlays. I like rebound plays, though. Kawhi for 2 assists, Luka for 8+ assists, and Rui Hachimura to get a whopping 5 points. We'll see. Rooting for it, Jarv. Rooting for it. I will say, I'll unveil my AFC and NFC conference picks in due time. But I did throw a little money on it. 2-way parlay. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is this time and actually stand up for it. And as you guys know, when a bet is made, it is bad sight if that bet does not hit. I will be very against the teams if it doesn't go my way. Let me see if I can... The music just kind of stopped here. And you know what? Honestly, that's enough of the rave music. At the end of the day, this isn't a rage stream. We're gonna listen to Kirby music to touch grass too, as we do so well. So yeah, we still got a minute left in Mavs Warriors game of the year. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but it's a rivalry week brought to you by AWS. Sorry, rivalry night. Rivalry night brought to you by AWS. You'd have to be a buffoon to not know that it's rivalry week. NBA. The NBA Cup is over, unfortunately. The main event, the big thing that keeps the crowds coming. People fly in from international. People come from all sides of the earth. They fly in from outer space to watch the NBA Cup and Rivalry Week brought to you by AWS. So if you didn't know that already, try and catch up, please. But yeah, this game is over. Jimmy Butler's not playing, in case you didn't know. He blew out his ACL in a brutal way. That was not a fun watch. Rivalry night and all the rivalry. I mean, Lakers Clippers. There's some animosity there. There should be more. I hope a fight breaks out, honestly. That would be nice. If a fight breaks out, that would be the best case scenario. I'm repping Lakers, the Lakers. But if the Lakers lose, I'm not even going to say if we lose. If the Lakers lose, you know. We got Giants fan 10 here. Ma, you won't trade picks again. Yeah. Jared Stidham on his Nick Foles arc. Broncos win 2017. I'll say this, Jarv. I don't hate where your mind's at. I don't hate it at all. Evan says rivalry night is OKC versus Bucks. It was Pod's fault. Did Pods blow it tonight? That's not much of a shock. That guy can't do anything right. I said it before, but there needs to be more fights in sports. We have. There needs to be more fights in general. We've been over this a few times. I really think a lot of things would be solved if we just kind of embraced physical altercations more. Of course, it's also kind of a loose cannon there because you don't want people murdering each other. But at the same time, I feel like just like a quick, like, you know what, man? And just like a right hook. And just like, And then a return. I don't know why I punched myself there for demonstration. But then you get like a return strike. And then that's that. Just like gentlemen. You know, in the old Wild Wild West, they used to kill each other. A showdown. Whoever gets the quicker draw. They used to kill people. I feel like we've overcorrected too far. We're too civilized. Now everyone's too uptight to even have a conversation. I don't know. That's probably not a great idea. Put that in my list of probably not great ideas. Another probably not great idea that I do believe in is that learning how to, I think I've said this on stream before. I feel like DMVs or whatever, I know in every state it's different. The Department of Motor Vehicles or whatever, term your state uses. I feel like they should at least embrace or allude to the idea of texting and driving. I know people that text and drive. One of them lives in the mirror. And I'd consider myself, hot take, pretty damn good at it. I almost never get honked at. I've never gotten into an accident. I've clipped this for when I get into a car accident. But never gotten into an accident. And I feel like that's because I learned how to, do two things at once. Let's not sit here and do the whole war against texting and driving as if people aren't going to do it. I got news for you, man. If you drive, you could see it now. I would argue 2 out of 3 cars at a red light are on their phone. 2 out of 3. If you've driven, you've seen it. 2 out of 3. Most people are pretty good at it. So why not just embrace it? I mean, listen, people will say, that's a crazy idea. People have given me pushback on that. How could you say that? How could you encourage texting and driving? I think it's just being realistic. Listen, the Apple CarPlay is more distracting than anything I've ever seen in my life. I've almost gotten accidents fiddling with the CarPlay. changing the song. You could order a Domino's pizza on the CarPlay, but God forbid you tell people how to text and drive properly. You get one hand on the wheel, and you just kind of like, you scan up. You scan up. So that's again, I'm going to be talking about a lot of random nonsense tonight. I still got to do my Barnyard review. But yes, of course, Pods whiffs an open 3 with an air ball. I mean, that's not a surprise. I've heard about Pods that my buddy went to school with Brandon Podemski, and I'll say, how do I put this? One word: underage. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna unpack that any further. You can connect the dots if you want. The OKC dynasty is all the Clippers' fault. I agree. It is. And that was years ago, too. We got 3 minutes until Lakers-Clippers tipping off. Kawhi Leonard is finally deciding to, play a game of basketball. So good for Kawhi on this one. He decided to show up against the crosstown rivals, quote unquote. Are you in the Discord? Because we're probably going to schedule. Yeah. If you're not in the online Discord, please join. But it's getting active. The Discord is getting used. I'll say that. Mohammed said knock on wood. I don't want to knock on it too hard or else my camera's going to fall off. And if this camera falls off, we are in trouble. What did I come back to? Yeah. What is this college football? Why is it taking so long? Seriously, that's what I'm saying. It's 15. It's 15 minutes. We're going to get started within the half hour, though. So I will say that. My pro tip is don't look down at your phone. Hold it up in view of the road. That's great. That's great. I think that's pretty solid. The only problem is you don't want a cop pulling up next to you and, giving you a ticket. However, I've seen cops text and drive many times. And we've all seen the little laptop they've got there, typing on their keyboard, acting like it's maps when it's really they're placing a pickup on Dunkin' Donuts. So, again, that's my soliloquy. I should not have thrown on this hoodie. It is way too hot in this room I'm in. You didn't finish the joke on a cheese. Did I miss up the joke? I messed up a joke. That's an issue. Texting and driving, don't do it. Again, I'm sure they're odds are, and this sucks to say, odds are most people, I'd say if you got a room of 10 people together, I'd say one of them knows someone that has been negatively impacted by texting and driving. Probably an accident, could be a fatal accident. So I don't want to just make this all silly and just disregard all responsibility. Which is why I think proper texting and driving etiquette is what is needed. Steer into the skid. Let's quit fighting a battle we're not going to win. I haven't seen a don't text and drive ad in a really long time. I think they just gave up. And hell, people drove a little high. They still do a good job. Well, that's another completely different dialogue. Is the 20th anniversary of Kobe's 81-point game. I wonder if they'll talk about that on the broadcast, or maybe not, because it's Rivals Week. Brought to you by AWS. 1 out of 4 car crashes are drunk drivers, which means 3 out of 4 drivers are sober. That's all I'm saying. Wait. I get the math there, but I'm struggling to follow you there, Otis. So 3 out of 4 drivers are sober. So you saying every drunk driver just insta accident? I don't think that's the math on it. 3 out of 4 drivers are sober that get in crashes, which is, that sounds about right. The OKC MSG, you skipped clean over the punchline. Did I? It may have not shown up on here. You see, I'm all caught up. Okay, wait, OKC MSG. Did I miss that? Wait, now I'm pissed. Paul George called ball. Oh, damn it. That's good. Paul George called ball game on the Clippers relevancy. That's funny. Damn it. I tried to just jam through the message. That's actually pretty damn funny. Ball game. Jake LaRavia starting for the Lakers along with DeAndre Ayton. This is going to be fun. Another reason why I wanted to stream this one, it is on Prime, nationally televised game, so I figured that would be fun. Drunk drivers are better. You just need practice. I've never drank and drive. Never drank and sentence. But yeah, man, if you say so, Otis. Shit. How terrible a person am I if I first thought it was a skill issue for people getting into accidents, texting and driving? Yeah. No, exactly. That's what I mean. It's a skill. It is a skill issue, though. That's what I'm saying. Embrace it. Where was the ball game at the end of the Buffalo video? It's dead. Denver killed it. Jake LaRavia from 3. It's good. Jake LaRavia. Jarv, you should have got him in your play. Said you got stupid Rui Hachimura. Is that Bronny starting? That is not Bronny starting. Who is this fella? Marcus Smart. I thought it was Marcus Morris. That is Marcus Smart. at the 1 guard. Jake LaRavia, good defense. Hands up. I didn't think I'd be talking about this game this much. Lakers up 3-0. Aiden is fighting for his job. Aiden's fighting for his life at this point. Luka with a just dumb 3. Lakers ball. I'm gonna do my best to make very anti-Kobe statements. Well, there's one that's pretty low-hanging fruit, so, you know, get that one out of the way about 03. And then after that, then we can, you know, have a dialogue. Marcus Smart. Drunk driving is a skill if you acquire with a lot of practice. Well, that's, you know, but you can't say that at the DMV. See, there's levels to it. I think a lot of systems and, you know, rules need to be reworked for the digital age. But one of the things I think is interesting, and this is, you know, we're talking about Lakers, Clippers. I've driven around LA many a times, and I'll tell you what, there's a billboard everywhere. There are billboards all over. And I think it's really rich that they tell you, don't text and drive, don't be distracted. Big ass billboard on the highway. I have almost gotten into accidents looking at billboards, and like, it's not, I'll tell you, never bought anything off a billboard in my life. Well, you can't buy, that's not how it works. Never utilized a billboard to make a purchase other than a McDonald's one, like a 2 for $5 or something like that. 6'4", I didn't even see the 2 Lake Clippers buckets. Again, LeBron almost wedged it. Aiden with a nice board. Swing it. Marcus Smart, deep 3. Airballed it. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna do my Barnyard update at halftime, so tune in for that. My Barnyard review. Never texting and driving, but I have wrecked you trying to GPS and drive. Yeah, no, I bet I've wrecked. We got Blake here. What's up, man? We're talking about texting and driving. That's what I mean, GPS and drive. You guys ever gone for a Drake and drive? Sir, have you been draking tonight? Anyway. So what did you get arrested for? I was learning how to text and drive while drunk. Well, you can't double dip. That's what I've learned. Again, never driven drunk, but I've learned you can't double dip when it comes to texting. But I found, at least, I mean, I don't want to commit to a crime here. Why is Jake LaRavia on Kawhi Leonard? 8-7 Lakers. That's a 3-ball from Kawhi. What I've learned in my experience is when you're intoxicated driving, which I've never done, you focus more. You don't text and drive while you're also like working against a substance, you know what I mean? So that's my little 2 cents. I pray to God my mom's not watching this one. But again, whatever. This is an adult stream, 18 plus. I should have changed the settings. Kawhi with another bucket. Clippers take their first lead of the night, 9-8, which is hopefully going to be the Giants' record at the bare minimum. I'm still looking at the wrong camera. But yeah. Basketball, what I'm currently doing, texting and driving. Yeah, you see? Yeah, Blake Robinson, one of the biggest text and drivers I know. I'm familiar with your game. And I should say this now. I really, really need to say this. This has been on my mind for a while. If anybody ever watches these streams on the road, please don't feel the need to enter in the chat. Rather you get to your destination safely. The fact that you're watching alone means the world. Drop a like, by the way. It probably turns into a basketball. We'll get out of field with Kobe jokes, but when they played the Nuggets 2 nights ago, because that thing happened in 03, it happened in Colorado, just say it. Again, yeah, we don't talk about 03. We don't talk about 03, man. We can make fun of Ben Roethlisberger, Ray Lewis, Deshaun Watson, all of them. Kobe's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. That's Kawhi Y3. All right, is that John Collins, former Hawk John Collins? Jump ball, hardly. Marcus Smart fought for it and Ayton picked up the score. Luka got a haircut. The refs have no idea whose ball it is. That's our ball, ain't it? I'm gonna be sweating pretty early into this. I should not have worn a hoodie. I'm wearing 3 layers indoors. That's never a good idea. By the way, if my internet goes out, it rained today in California. I can't believe I have to say that, but if my internet goes out, it's on the rain and nothing else. Definitely not my horrible provider. Double or nothing, Hannah. Double or nothing. Don't chat while driving. Quick, look away when I got food while in the chat. There's no law against black tar heroin and driving. That's right. Well, there's laws against black tar heroin, so that's YouTube's not gonna like this stream. I can already tell. I'm gonna get some email saying that this one's not getting monetized. Don't chat. Karl Malone, can we forget about the mailman? Yeah, Karl Malone. That's another brutal Google, if you don't know. Again, you could say that about most athletes. I didn't get to finish my take on this, though. Luka got a haircut. One of my grandiose takes about the NBA is specifically white players don't play as well with a haircut because it's just, you know, usually white players will grow their hair out a little bit. Austin Reeves is case study number one. Austin Reeves, if he gets a haircut, take the under. I'm telling you. You can tell he's uncomfortable, he's itching, and I get it. I hate haircuts. I get it. I let my hair grow out too long, and then I overcorrect by cutting it. It's never good. So I get it. Especially with a headband, you're sweating, the lights, it's not good. So Luka got a haircut. We're going to lose for sure. Okay, sorry, I'm done. We got Malcio. Hello, guess my Sixers win. There it is. There it is. Yeah, don't be soft, YouTube. Meeps watching. LeBron with a field goal. I didn't see if it was a 3 or not. Probably not. That's me saying field goal to sound like a real NBA analyst. That's a kick. Is it not? Or a turnover? Luka's calling for a review. That's the first time of the night. I can imagine 8 or 9 more times tonight. Luka's calling for a review. Again, got a low taper. But yeah, out of bounds, kind of like the... Oh, come on. Come on, Char. Did you not turn into basketball? My day is ruined. This is your fault. All right. Blake Griffin FanDuel ad. First of many. Yeah, seriously. First of many Luka complaints. I gotta grab something. This is the first commercial break. I gotta grab something. Very important. Yeah! All right. Had to do that. Most importantly, had to reveal the dude shirt. It's great. It's a Grout Fit Thursday. And as you can see, this jersey's just straight up not a good size for me. It's a youth large. Funny thing about a youth large, when you're a grown ass man, which this is about to be my age, which is not fun. When you're a grown ass man, a youth large isn't exactly your size. Low taper fade, exactly. I said the thing. But yeah, let me just... Hey, here's a question. Here's a question that I've been wondering just throughout my life. And I'm really curious what you guys think about it. So is tying a drawstring, like I was just doing, right? Is tying a drawstring in public, is that like bad? Is that like improper? Like too much? I'll tell you, man, I'll be tying a drawstring just like that. And like, I don't know, I just feel like too exposed, you know? Like, is that weird? I've been doing it before, especially with like shorts, and I'm just like, I don't like how this feels. Like, I feel like I gotta like get a moment of privacy here to do that. So I'm curious, like, what's the like social etiquette on drawstrings? So that's my little tangent there. Thank God I took that hoodie off. I can breathe now. Woo! Also, worth noting, got a back pillow for the chair. Shout out to my mom for buying it. Yeah, so now, like, hopefully, my back will not get destroyed. Like, I feel like it kind of is, like, it feels weird to do as long as you're not jerking it. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. Right, it feels weird. It feels weird to do. It does. Even though it's like, it's pants. If the drawstring wasn't there, it's not like this is like too much, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a tie. It's like tying my shoe. But it's just the position of it. I'm not trying to show my belly here. Like that one Patriots player. What a funny clip that was. Bill Simmons called it. He said this guy should sue the NFL. I mean, maybe, but I don't mind when people do. I understand it. Yeah, okay. All right. Bill's video did 1K. Thanks, Otis. Yeah, hell yeah, it did. Drop a like on the Bills video if you haven't already. And hype it up, by the way. That's a new thing YouTube has done. The hype metric. I don't even know how to... Smash that hype button. I don't even know how it works. On mobile, if you go down to comments and then you like swipe right, which by the way, halftime hinge update is also going to happen. You swipe right, then you can hype it up if you're... it's a small creator thing only. Under 500,000 subs. Small, you know, little me. I'm almost there. We're about 498 out there. Almost 497. So, you know, drop a hype. LeBron James just missed a easy layup, but he was fouled. He just went straight into the ground. We're gonna get some LeBron field goals. Beat LA, fuck Boston. Well, yeah, there you, well, how do you say both? I was like, wait a minute. I don't personally mind if someone does, but I'm mindful to not do it, and I can't really tell you why. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm glad I kind of hit a nerve here. I was wondering. I do it like, and I'm like, God, I really gotta, you know, not do this drawstring thing. So that's my little mini rant. Again, we'll have many of those tonight, because we are. Hey, man, basketball's 4 quarters too. Forgot about that. Halfway through the first quarter. I'm having fun watching this, but like, basketball's a grind. I don't like, you know, this is not a basketball channel. But again, when football season ends, we're gonna have to watch sports. It's from Winning Time. No, it's from history, but like, Winning Time, man. One day I'm gonna make a Winning Time video. One day. Funny enough, for one of my videos, and I don't even remember which one, but I made like a mini rant and I unlisted it. My like mini rant was about Winning Time, and I unlisted it and then put it in the description as like a little Hunnaball Easter egg. And then no one clicked on the link, so it just got 1 view, and that was me clicking on it. So, you know, if you ever do some digging, you can find that. It's in the description of one of my videos. It's not really worth watching, but Winning Time is a great show on HBO. Dare I say, one of the best shows they've made, and they canceled it midway through the 2nd season, which was the worst possible way you can end a show in my book, especially a show about the Lakers. LeBron missed another almost Jackson Hayes rebound. I feel like that'll be said a few times tonight. Rui Hachimura checking in. Can he get 5 points? God, Jackson Hayes playing help defense. Sore sight to see. Clippers 3-ball to take the lead to 19. Pro basketball's 4 quarters. Why is college 2 halves instead? That makes no sense. Hey, man, ask the NCAA, man. They don't even know the NCAA doesn't even know what's going on at this point. And I can tell this little ticker is ahead of my stream. Who cares, honestly? Who cares, man? I feel like when I'm playing sports, I don't really care, but in public, I feel like a chud tying my drawstring. Yeah, same. Okay, number 4 on the Clippers. Can we rotate? Can we rotate to cover this guy? They got every Clippers fan on planet Earth in the building. I refuse to believe the Clippers can sell out a game with their crowd alone. Luka bricks a layup, and now we have Jackson Hayes missing a rebound. That's 2. Harden in transition. Pass to 4 again. Is that Sanders? Who's Sanders? Jake LaRavia with an almost steal, but went right back to the Clippers. Shot is up. No good. If you can believe it, I said it again. Jackson Hayes missed rebound. Oh boy. CBB is just a speed run to the end of the game. Yeah, seriously. College basketball is, yeah, it's very lax, I should say. Luka airballs a fade. They call a foul. We're going to get 2 at the line for Luka. I hate watching this Lakers team, man. The state of the NBA, and by the way, Zubac is just straight up shoving Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes, I've been saying it for years. Do you think he knows, like, that if you lift weights and eat more food, you tend to gain weight? Like, do you think he knows that, or do you think he's just waiting for someone to, like, make that connection? Hey, Jackson, you ever considered putting on, like, 40 pounds? You ever considered steroids, Hayes? Honestly, I think it's the hype can hurt small creators, mainly because when a YouTube video gets hype, YouTube's AI makes space under the video, says hype when ads also get the same space under the video. Makes it look like an ad. It's a good point. But I think more so than anything, it probably pushes out more, like it pushes it out to the algorithm more. I'm doing my little O-line block here. It pushes it out to the algorithm more, so, you know, I'm a roll with it. I'm a roll with it, and if you know, if it makes my, I mean, it's not like my videos can get, you know, substantially less views, you know what I mean? I mean, this Bills video got about 1,000, and that was my big hitter of this season thus far. So, you know, at this point. I like the 2 halves format better, TBH. Me too, honestly, but college basketball is not something we'll ever watch on this stream. Maybe the first and second day of March Madness. Those are the best days. Maybe make a Hunnaball bracket, and then the second it's busted, end the stream, and that'll be that. The second. We're going to go for the first perfect bracket ever. I want Warren Buffett's $1 million. Another foul, but I think it's a take. Luka wants another review. Let's rein it in here. Lakers are falling apart at the seams. James Harden 3-ball money. Holy dyslexia. Next stream, gotta be Hunter reading Cat in the Hat. Am I? What are we? You saying I can't read? There it is. There it is. I knew it would happen one way or another. That'll happen every now and again. It was that, or it would look like garbage. Trust me. That or I mean, again, and we can always just. Here we are, back in the action, just like we used to be. Got John right there. Got Jackson right there. And that's it. But I'd love to know, wrong one again. I'd love to know what I was bad at reading. I mean, listen, listen, Mahi here. I'm trying to read the chat, follow a game, and also, like, you know, reading's not my greatest trait. I'm an audiobooks guy. If I could get the chat up here, just audiobook it, that would be nice. I'm eating European chocolate. It's so amazing. People gamble in Little League games, and it should be illegal. Are they on are Little League games on Kalshi and Poly Market? I wouldn't be shocked. But those are two funny, funny juxtaposed comments. The juxtaposed, yeah, that's exactly what Giants Van 10 said. Yeah, exactly. All I'm saying is to take McNeese State. I'm delusional. Are they in the tourney? I mean, well, time will tell. It's only January 22nd. But that's the end of the first. Nope, not quite. Timeout in LA. That's easy. I'm very excited to talk about football. I'll say that. You know we'll be streaming here on Sunday, and if the Madden draft is Saturday, I guess we'll be doing that as well. So, we got our streams picked out for the week. Now I just got to make clips. I got to figure out a way to make a clip of my reaction to the Barnyard clip. I didn't realize, spoiler alert for Barnyard, the movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. The Ben death we saw on stream on Sunday, the Ben death we saw, apparently that happened very early on in the film. I thought I knew what was going to happen. I saw the big moment. It actually happened very early on in the film, so didn't spoil the rest of the movie. So I was happy about that. Again, I cannot wait to talk about that movie. Gonna dig right into it. I wish people bet on Little League games when I was coaching. I would rig the shit up. Yeah, I guess I'm a youth coach. Maybe I could start a little underground ring. But then again, if I knew the outcome of a kids game, I certainly wouldn't be 0-3 in the playoffs. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me ask you guys this. Is winning the third place game, does that count as a playoff win? No, right? It doesn't. Right, it can't. It just can't. I'm the Doc Rivers of youth coaches. My teams are so buttoned up and good. And then we get to the playoffs and the lights get too bright. For me, I'm staring into a bright light. Another reason why I can't read, by the way. The lights get too bright. My kids struggle. Someone's got to go camping or has to go to a baseball game, or their brother's got a rehearsal. It's like, your brother can't, who cares? What, so your brother's playing the tuba. Watch it next year. We got a playoff game. We've been building all season of this. You're not even going to show up to the finale? I scheme for each individual player. If we lose a piece, the whole chain falls apart. You know how they say the weakest link is the most important part of the chain? Yeah, if you take the link out, then the chain sucks too. I say yes, it's the participation trophy of playoff wins. Don't say that about yourself. No one is Doc Rivers. Well, Doc Rivers has a ring. So that's one thing I gotta hand to him. In the Olympics for basketball, the third place games matter. It absolutely is a playoff game. All right, in that case, I am 2-3 in third place games. The last season we didn't do it. We ran out of time. Funny enough, I'll tell you. By the way, I don't know what everyone's age is. Obviously, Muhammad and I've told him this in real life. But if you can, and I fully mean this in a non-joking way. What is up, American Dragon Son? What is up, man? What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you can, I saw a reel about this. If you can, coach a youth team for your favorite sport. If it's baseball, basketball, but come on, there's the best sport right there. If you can coach a youth flag football team, it is the best, most rewarding, most fun thing. You get paid for it. Sometimes I've been paid for it. And I'll tell you, every single game, Luca 3-ball, every single game, I'm just there on the sideline with my clipboard, just like this. It's all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call my favorite play. My team was the Dolphins. Echolocation. Right? Dolphins? Bottlenose Blitz. Come on! These are I'm the greatest. What I'm saying though is the amount of times I'm on the sideline just like, damn, I cannot believe I'm getting paid for this. I cannot believe it. It's great. All-time, part-time job, hobby, whatever you want to call it. Fulfillment, dad practice. I say it on dates all the time. They're like, oh my, okay. John Collins just had the most disrespectful alley-oop. Clippers up 7. This game's falling apart quick. But sometimes I'll be on dates being like, yeah, it's fun. It's like dad practice. And let me say this. I may not have game. Chicks love that answer. They're like, dad practice? I'm telling you, it's like, I don't want to say something gross, but like, it really gets you in the door. I'll say that much. I really could have said something really gross there. Another Lakers 3-ball. The Clippers! Lakers are down 10. This game sucks. Why are we watching basketball? Does anybody know why we're watching basketball? I just react to funny internet videos. Youth coaching brings out the worst in me, which low-key means I might just be a sick youth coach. Maybe. Maybe I hate snot goblins. I'm telling you. I used to think I hate kids too, man. It is the best thing I've ever done. I like, it's not a ton of money. I'm not like raking in the dough, but it is the best thing I've ever done, easily. I'm actually going back to college next semester to get my degree so I can coach college ball. There you go. There you go. That's sick. That's badass. A little more high stakes than youth coaching, but still. James Harden bricks a 3-ball. Come on, Lakers. Tempo. 4, 3, 2, Luka, Rui. It's good. Rui Hachimura. That's 3, Jarv. The most stray part of your parlay just got 3 out of 5. Rui Hachimura. Do you believe in miracles? Let's go, Lakers. All right. All right. Bill should hire Hunna for the head coach position. His playoff success is about the same as usual. I think really, I'll say this. Put me as the coach of the Ravens. They beat the Steelers in week 18. And I love John Harbaugh, but still. I think that was one of his worst moments as a coach. Rui got a 3. I think he got 5 points. Oh, really? Okay, I'm not following it too closely. One time when I coached a youth basketball team, my mom said her son, who was our best, baseball team. Yeah, dyslexia. John's here. Youth baseball, our best pitcher. Dyslexia is coming in. Dyslexia Hunna, who was our best pitcher, said he couldn't come. I just straight up told her, no, he can, and he did. No, yeah, I've done that as well. They're like, yeah, we can't make it. We will have just gotten back from Europe that day, so we're probably not gonna be able to do any sports. I'm like, if you can make it work. Like, I'll say it just like that. I'm like, if you can make it work, it would mean the world to me. I'll say that. And then they showed up. My star player. Funny enough, my first year of coaching youth flag football, girls, by the way, girls flag football, which, for the record, coaching girls, infinitely easier than coaching boys. Coaching boys can be such a headache. Coaching my girls team, it was 3rd to 8th grade. That's the league. 3rd to 8th grade. So you can have an 8-year-old and a 13-year-old, a teenager, and an 8-year-old in the same league. And let me tell you, the one that I was pleading, the one that I was praying would come back, would make it in time for the game, was in 4th grade. Girl's gonna be a beast. Probably gonna go pro if there ever is a girls flag football. What would that even be? The WFL, the Women's Flag League, is that taken already? The Women's Flag League, that could work. Shoot, make me commissioner. Really tear shit up. Honestly, I hate the parents more than the kids. That is a total gimme. Parents are the toughest part of the job. One time I got, and this is just going to turn to me telling stories of my youth coaching career. So if you're not a fan of that, I'm sorry. But one time I was reffing a game, which is just hell. Reffing a youth game is absolute hell. And a team won 35-7. There were 3 pick sixes. I was looking away halfway through the game. If anything, I was giving calls to the team that had 7, trying to even the score. I like a kid clearly out of bounds. I called it touchdown. That was their only score. Clearly out of bounds, that kid, right? And I walk into my car afterwards, after making $20 for reffing their game, and they go, "Hey, ref, thanks for rigging the game." And then they just got in their car. Rigging the game? There were 3 pick sixes. What are you talking about? Rigging the game. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I took a bribe to call the pick sixes touchdowns. The most obvious play in sports. The most objective scoring play there is. Yeah, thanks. Rui has 3. Well, I guess Muhammad was wrong. Trying to complain about your kid not getting enough playing time is insane, man. Who values waiting over the kids having fun is not going to work. No, 100%. 100%. But, you know, I was able to get a rotation. I was able to maximize what I could get out of my players. That's why if one person missed, the whole thing falls apart. I had a player named Claire, not to put her on blast, but I had a player named, I mean, you know, there's no more details I'm going to give, right? And I had to play Claire's chair, right, where she runs like a chair route, so to speak, where it's like an out route and then like breakaway. I don't know if you guys know what a chair route is. I didn't. It's more like a, what in Madden it's called something else. It's called like a, damn it, it's called like a sluggo zig or something in Madden. I forget. But she didn't show. Can't call the play if she's not there. Can't call Claire's chair if Claire doesn't care to show up. Rui, take it to the bucket. Fade away, Jay. It's good. That's one leg, Jarv. That's one leg right there. Sluggo, there we go. I told all the parents of the start of the season they can miss the entire regular season, but they can't miss a single postseason game. There you go, Otis. Way to set a good standard. Jeez. Raiders fan, you wouldn't know good coaching. That's mean. As if the Giants do. Women's flag is def already a thing. NFL pushing flag football hard now that's gonna be in the Olympics. I know, but like, you know, like a big deal, like contracts, endorsements. Like I'm seeing the women's soccer league. I think the NWSL starting to pick up a little bit of steam. I saw Trinity Rodman, went to my high school. She's now the highest paid women's soccer player of all time. Got a pretty big deal. I didn't see the numbers, so they didn't share it. It was probably a few $1 million, but you know, that's something. Hey, that's something, damn it. And you know, at this rate, it's low bar. I'll tell you, the NBA's ran like shit. They also own the WNBA, and that's not exactly going well either. Just as far as like a institutional, organizational standpoint, there it is. Got to hit my camera in case I forget. It's gonna turn off. Every 4th there's a festival where people play flag football. It's all pretty good to see. Justin Hunter was the ref that called the catch. Yeah, Bill's owner. Yeah, seriously. Am I the only one that thinks that's crazy? Like just owners and GMs and like, I don't know, higher ups making up names for plays to rewrite history. The catch, which like the most obvious interception ever. Nobody, like I think a lot of Bills fans watched my Bills video. Nobody commented, that was a catch, asshole. Come on, nobody. Like now that we've been removed from the emotion, we can all sit back from place of logic, much like Joe Burrow, and say, no, that was not a catch, all right? Can we all just act like human beings for a second? Marcus Smart, where's the call there? Where's the call? Kawhi getting double teed. Oh boy, Jared Vanderbilt's on the floor. Kawhi, underhand finger roll, and it's good. Lakers down 9. This game sucks. Sluggo, there we go. All right, good. I should maybe do a football team. It seems hard. I know schemes kind of well. I'll tell you, I learned it on the fly. I changed my playbook. Dude, I normally have my playbooks all over my apartment. Of course, now I can't find it. I changed my scheme 3 times in the middle of the season. 3 times. Because I overcomplicated it. Here they are. Look at this. This is 1 season. This is 1 season. I filled out every page on here. Look at this. Look at this. So this was the original plan, right? And now that I have a good camera, I can actually believe you guys are seeing it. Look at this, right? So I put like pass and then like, and this was, we were still trying to figure out if it was 7-on-7 or 5-on-5. Also made things a little difficult. But as you can see, right, I have my Y, my center, my tight end, my X, my Z, my running back, my QB. You know, I don't know if you guys remember quarterback in the game of football. But look, I got all these plays, right? And you think that's pretty cool. And look at this, we even got formations. Look, T box set, right? Cool. But it was just too damn much. They're kids, man. They don't want to learn a whole playbook. They're not sitting there studying tape. They can't take this home. I mean, I tried to PDF it and email it to their parents, but no one read it. So I had to simplify it. So I couldn't do that. So then I landed on something else. Where was it? Not this book. That's the wrong book. It's this one. Look at this. No, I don't want that. Actually, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty damn cool, right? Pass. And that's my Philly special. little. It's my Philly special little like a remake there. What's another one that was good? This is now just me talking about youth coaching. Anybody tuning in to watch me comment on the Lakers game is sorely disappointed. Ka-chow, right? Lightning McQueen. You guys love that fucking Cars movie. I got a lot of flack for that one. Here it is. Look at this. Claire's chair. You cannot beat this play. You can't. This was instant touchdown. Instant touchdown. And you know, I gave up on the XY tight end bullshit. I just started giving initials for the actual player's name. I'm done talking about this, but like, point is that if you are going to be a youth coach, kids are dumb. So remember that. That's my take. Next year's Super Bowl winner of the New York Jets. Trust me, the future found me. If the Jets win 7 games, I think that would be the most shocking outcome possible. LeBron layup. All right, Lakers down 6. Coming back together. I just run a bunch of plays from Madden. Oh, that's exactly what I did. I tried all my plays in Madden. I just tried to workshop it. It's so dumb. I picked up Odell Beckham and then like padded his stats. That way he would play like Odell Beckham from back in the day. And then I would just treat that like a player. And then I would get like Julio, pad his stats, and just keep doing that. And just like, you know, build like a squad and then just try out the plays in Madden and see how they work against different coverages. Little did I know it's only going to go against man. Only going to go against man. And I'll tell you, man, if there's one thing I'll say, I've told this story on stream before, but I've gotten into a fight with another coach. I'll tell you, the parents are the worst part of the job. I'm not the coach that's like, we got to win. But somewhere along the middle of the games, dude, I like start to loathe the other coaches. I like start to hate the coach on the other side of me. Because then that's a matchup. That's like, we're both adults. This is a test of wills. This is a chess match at this point. And let me tell you, the most awkward moment of my life, that's not a sluggo, that's a post flag. See, that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I sluggo, chair, post flag. Point is it worked. Dragon slant routes are broken. Yeah. Oh, they're free. But I'll tell you, what was I gonna say? A flag or like a outside post, whatever you call it. I've realized there's different nomenclature for every route. It's like regional. But an outside post, man, unstoppable. Kids do not know how to defend it. I might be coaching my nephew's little league team. Hopefully I can get a hold of the offense and run some flex bone wing tee. That's what I mean. Yeah, you overthink it. As an actual football fan, you're like, I got to teach them the X and the Z and all the nitty gritty. Who the hell is this white guy on the Lakers? I'm not talking about Jake LaRavia. Is that Sabonis? Who is that? Drew from Gonzaga? LeBron fouled. Who is this honky on the Lakers? Who is this guy? Who is this? Aiden's wearing goggles. I want to get back to this youth flag discussion. I have a crazy story. Not even that crazy. I just want to tell it. But where the hell? What is this guy's name? Is it like the guy from Gonzaga? Anyway, we'll figure that out. Drew Timmy. That's the Gonzaga guy, right? He's a Laker? All right. I guess. Sure. Go us. Who's the GOAT? Doc Hudson or Lightning McQueen? Ramon, the paint guy. Ramon. Who else is a beast in that movie? The sheriff is pretty damn funny. Fillmore is great. Tomater, he's on the coaching list. Yeah, man. A lot of GOATs in that movie. Cars has such great characters, I'll say that. Jake just got crossed up by Kawhi, but he couldn't finish the shot. Jake LaRavia on the fast break. Double teamed. Swing it, Jake. Swing it! Ayton. Pull up floater, missed it. That's not a shocker. All right, Lakers still down 7. Strip Weather's the GOAT. There you go. White players, LeBron James. Sticky Stevens here. I worked as an AM assistant coach. It was depressing. A bunch of kids who clearly don't want to play football, but their parents force them. Yeah, you got to get them fired up. You got to find ways to get them interested. That's most of the battle. That's the barrier to entry for it. It's supposed to be like -30 tomorrow before the wind chill. Yeah, I feel for you guys in the Midwest and East Coast right now. It snow's coming down like hell. Like I said in my Bills video, not pleasant to be in Western New York right now. I'm sure that applies to a lot of the East Coast. I just didn't even comment on how Ayton just airballed a floater. That was great. I don't even know why he's taking shots anymore. Just give up, DeAndre Ayton. Your career's over. I watched Cats last night. That's funny. Man, what'd you think? What'd you think? Kawhi 2 assists, cash, 2 legs down. All right. Okay. I'm a bit of a sicko when it comes to college sports. College basketball? Gonzaga mention. There we go. There we go. Why are you a Lakers Giants fan and not a Lakers Cowboys fan? I mean, how could you even ask that, Steven? How could you even ask that question? Why am I not a Cowboys fan? Funny enough, I very well could have. The uncle that got me into sports was a big Cowboys fan, and I was really trying to, like, you know, put on and be like, yeah, man, I'm with you, man. Go Cowboys, we them boys. That would be I don't think this stream would be as fun, honestly. I really don't think so. Then the Denver game wouldn't have even mattered, and then I would have got on after Giants Cowboys and been like, what a game! Go us! I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, part of the reason I became a Giants fan was just like, I'll join a division rival. Fuck the Cowboys. Cats. Oh, not cats. Cars. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Then that's a big distinction. Cars won. I'm assuming Cars won. We're gonna get 2 feet of snow this weekend. Gonna rebuild the Titans on Madden the whole time. There you go. There you go. American Dragon Son. Gotta clip that. Gotta clip that. We them boys. Yeah. Please don't. Please don't clip that. That's never something I want to explain. There's a racist joke somewhere about being a Cowboys Lakers fans, but I won't be the one to make it. Oh, pfft, yeah. Yeah, my uncle fits every stereotype of that racist joke that we don't want to say. I'm with you. I was about to clap for the respect of your pain. Yeah, watching Cats. That's a film. I would have to get a donation to watch that movie. Please don't donate. Say watch Cats, please. That is not me trying to reverse donate. Ask for a donation. Cowboys Packers postgame stream would have been elite. Yeah, seriously. We tied! Go us! Greatest moment since 1995! Man, oh boy. An alt universe where Hunna's a Cowboys fan? That would have been nuts. Evil Hannibal likes favorite team Cowboys, enjoys the Chargers, always happy. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, always saying positive stuff. You know, never ranting about nonsense, telling a story succinctly. Yeah, Evil Hannibal. That'd be funny. I should make like characters for my videos. That'd be great. Cause I have the green screen. I could just, you know. But then that would be a lot. That would be a lot. Again, I'm not trying to get too abstract for long form videos. I wish I had a twin brother, man. That would be great. That would be such free material. Could you imagine if I had been hiding a twin brother this whole time, and then just like right in that door, just some dude who looks exactly like me walks in without a mustache, and it's just like, "What's up, fuckers? Go Cowboys!" That'd be crazy. Yeah, would have seen 9 thrash the Cowboys and probably been as mad as every other Cowboys fan. That's true. That's true, man. If I were a Cowboys fan, that would be a tough life. Not that being a Giants fan is so great. Chris Pratt is in the building for Amazon Prime Rivals Week, brought to you by AWS. Too late, money's already on the way. Everyone needs an evil version of their main channel to shitpost on. Yeah, that is true. Yes, that's a good point. Evil Stinky Steven. Evil Hannibal. Maybe I should make an Evil Hannibal and just rant into the void. Just rant in front of a camera. Just like this. Just hit record and just say like, all right, here's what I'm mad about today. I mean, not that my streams are that different. Kawhi sets up and hits his shot. Lakers down 11. This game sucks. That would have been so fun. That would have been great. Blind illusion about both teams' future instead of bitter pessimism. Yeah, serious. I mean, I think I was pretty optimistic about the Giants this year. I told you guys, every week, I'm going to take the Giants spread, even if they're 0-16. And, man, they got close. They got very close. Luka, trying something. Is he okay? It looked like he popped his Achilles there. Rui, nice shot, Rui. They're not going to call a loose ball? Thank you, on Jake LaRavia. The hell's that? Why is Jake LaRavia getting so many damn minutes, bro? I've seen him on the floor more than LeBron. Evil Hannibal be like 6. Hey, man, that's Dart. I secretly liked Romo and T.O. growing up, but could never admit it. One of the things about Cowboys is that I will say for sure is having a different opinion on the Dez catch. I don't think that's something I could manage in my life. Like I've pounded the table since it happened. Dez dropped it. And if I had to say the other side, I don't even think I could defend myself. I think I'd have to, I don't know, stop watching football altogether. There's no way mustache Hunna same as leprechaun clean shave Hunna, not same person. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly. It would be weird. I almost got a job, which again, hilarious way to start a sentence. But I almost go, DeAndre Ayton steal, or maybe that was Marcus Smart. Lakers fast break. Of course, let's just completely stall. Luka spin move, passes it to Rui, who almost stepped out of bounds. Come on. Swing it to Smart. This lineup is hilarious. Rui, jab step, swiped. James Harden steals it. This game sucks. What was I saying? Yeah, man, this job almost offered me a. They said you'd have to shave your mustache. I don't think I would have taken it. They didn't offer me the job, but I don't think I would have taken it if they, did. I'm not shaving this mustache. It can't be done. I'd have to retake all my Hinge pictures. And that's probably the only thing that would change, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Unless someone donates like $1,000, but then again, that's a whole nother. Don't donate $1,000. TBH, if you would have at least seen one of those Giants rings, it would be so much better to be a fan right now, Honolulu. No, seriously. I did watch the 2011 Super Bowl, and I was rooting for the Giants. So I was happy. But if I had the context of like all the years of pain, even if I started watching 2010 onward, if I watched the Deshaun Jackson return, which still, if I watched the Deshaun Jackson return and then all of 2011, I would have such a different outlook on life. It's like, no matter what, if you work hard, good things can happen. Instead of just, nope, let's just hope we can win 7 games. 200 views on a shitpost rant's more satisfying than 2K videos on an optimized video. Well, good news is 200 views has been my specialty on my optimized videos. So, again, it's YouTube algorithm is crazy. Thoughts on the Ravens signing Minter? I think we were pretty early to that. I think we called it pretty early. I mean, I kind of leaned on the prediction markets there for that one. I think it's a good sign. I don't think it's like a slam dunk. They needed a change. I probably would have preferred B-Flow, but Minter has some background in that organization, so it made sense. I know some Chargers fans that are like, damn, thought we were going to keep him. That wasn't going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a slam dunk, but even if it isn't, here was the thought I had, right? If you're the Ravens and the Jets say, we'll give you pick 2, 18, and 1 next year for Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens, and I'd say the Ravens would say no to that right now, right? The awkward part about that is that the Ravens don't look good next year, particularly in the first 8 or so weeks. Then that trade looks pretty good, right? You get the Jets 1 next year, that's going to be a valuable pick, even with Lamar. And then 3 and 18, that's not bad. That's not a bad haul, especially if the Ravens decide to tear it down, which they very well could. Maybe in for a reset year. God knows they don't have a bunch of talent on the offensive side of the ball. Lord knows Derrick Henry's not going to be putting on for much longer. So who says no in that equation? Curious what you guys say. Dez caught it, but I say he dropped it to annoy Cowboys fans. Dez dropped it all the way. Letter of the law. He dropped it. What was the job for? Being not a bartender, a bar, it wasn't like bar assistant. What was the word? Bar server, it was called. Jake LaRavia missed floater. This game is agony to watch. Yeah, it was a bar server, which I don't even know what that would look like. But again, getting a job right now in 2026 is brutal. There's no such thing as an entry-level job. But again, happy to stream. Just would have liked some cash to upgrade my camera. But again, now we got it set up, so it works. Heyo. Got to do that every 30 minutes, but still. Algo likes the Bills video, though. I like the thumbnail I made for it. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I thought it was cool, too. The main inspo I got for that video, and I see Jarv said something else, but the main inspo I got for that video was just scrolling r/Bills. Most Bills fans are mad that they fired McDermott, which is what a weird situation that is. I mean, like I said, the biggest thing I've learned from streaming this year is that everyone hates their head coach. The fact that Bills fans are like, no, we kind of liked Sean McDermott. Why are we keeping Brandon Beane? Crazy. And then they posted that picture of Sean McDermott on there. And they're like, we're going to miss you, coach. And then I was like, well, now I have to make this video. That's too easy. So we made it happen. Jarvis said, Ravens should have fired Harbaugh last year and promoted McDonald. Again, yeah, but it's easy to play hindsight. I mean, that would have been the right move. I know a Ravens fan that said they should have done that exactly, but again, it's easy to play hindsight. 6 first rounders for Lamar, take it or leave it. I feel like 3 would get the job done at this point. If the Ravens are going to rebuild, I think 3 would get the job done. Maybe 3 and a 4, 3 and a 3rd round pick. I don't know. 3 ones and then a 3rd round pick maybe. Lakers down 12. If that scenario happens, does the Giants fire Dable a year early and go for Harbaugh? Probably not, knowing the stupid Giants. They'd probably hold on for Dable too long because screw us, but everything worked out. So, hey, bar server not letting you have a mustache. Everyone I've had a full-on beard. Yeah, this place did not look fun to work at. That's another thing. The boss had very big Gus Fring vibes, which Like, it's cool in Breaking Bad. It's not cool when you're working with Gus Fring. And not like Gus Fring at Pollos Hermanos either. I know he is like a beast. It's like, you guys go home early. No, like Gus Fring talking to Walt and Jesse. Just like, if you don't get the job done, I will kill your family. But yeah, love the evil sticky Steven. Yeah, it's funny. It's a great bit. The mustache adds so much charisma, but in the bar world, it does have the I put something in your drink vibe. Yeah, no one's gonna disagree with you, Muhammad. It's funny. Yeah, I slipped a Mickey in your drink, and I'm not talking mouse. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Firing just McDermott is exciting work. I completely agree. If you're gonna tear it down. And then at least Terry Pagula ranting to the void would have made sense. It's like, yeah, you wanted to fix everything, not a half measure. Can't do a half measure. I know all the big NFL YouTubers are browsing team subs for info, especially Perna. Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to do it. You get very like tight and authentic information. I learned so many stats about the New York Jets, and the New York Jets video will be made. It will be made. You can take that to the bank. Oh boy, Hunna's halftime hinge. Holy hell. Oh man, I may actually have a date lined up tomorrow. Wow, that would be sweet. Yeah. We're getting close to halftime, by the way, 2:36. So I'm actually gonna have to figure out a response for this girl, but I gotta catch up to the chat really quick. If a Niners fan says they're loyal to the Bay, tell which baseball team they root for. Wait, like what do you mean by that? Like the A's or the Giants, the fake Giants, I should say. Anyone rooting for the A's? That's brave of them, but I couldn't see it. I could never root for a baseball team with no money. I mean, rooting for a baseball team in general seems like a total different life. Either fire both or fire just B and I'd be mad too. Exactly. Hunna B-ball stream off-season nearing, I guess. Imagine how it'll be in the summer when the only sports are baseball and the WNBA. At this point, I mean, the basketball game's kind of just happening in the background. We're just kind of hanging out at this point. And I feel like that's how most of these non-football streams will go. And in general, like, it's not like I'm always dialed in when we're watching football. I feel like that's the way to do it. Just kind of hang out with sports adjacent. Sports adjacent. That's how I describe my YouTube channel. So yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Yeet. Drop a like. Again, drop a like. Let me know if it turns into a basketball, please. We got a whole new camera setup, by the way, in case you missed it. It's kind of jarring to see. But yeah, this is what we're originally working with. And now we're balling out of control. Now we're feeling good, looking good. I feel like Kai Cenat. Yeah, and I'm way behind on the chat. What would Evil Otis be? Evil Otis. Evil Otis would be a goblin from Clash shitting himself. That would be his handle. Goddamn, the Lakers fell off, although I guess they were never on to begin with. Come on. Come on. But they did fall off in this game. They're down 12. 12 mentioned. Shador. Imagine that. I also say that because a lot of people say Minter is pretty much the closest thing in the market to McDonald. Why not just promote the one you had in the building? You know what I mean? I agree, but again, it's easy to play hindsight when they didn't know they were going to fire Harbaugh going into the season. Crazy offseason for coach hirings. I'm the first person to say that, but 10 vacancies is nuts. And I think a lot of teams in particular, Mike Florio said it. He said, for a source that he has, because I don't have sources, but he said a source that he has said this is the worst group of collective ownerships the NFL's ever had. And that's probably true. I mean, we all know about Jerry, who's been around for a while, but still, Jerry's off his rocker. Michael Bidwell sucks. Woody Johnson, don't even get me started. Who else? David Tepper is a piece of garbage. Terry Pagula apparently is a complete train wreck as an owner. We just are all finding out now. Lakers down 12, James Harden 3-ball, no good. Can Ayton get the board? Yes, he can. Turns it over right away. Another James Harden 3 attempt. It is no good. Ayton doesn't get the rebound. DeAndre Ayton, what is the point? What is the point of being DeAndre Ayton? Honestly, number one pick for what? Number one pick for what? I know I'm not the first person to say this. People in Phoenix have probably been saying it for years. He's getting mogged down low. He looks like a college player out there. LeBron just got swiped. Can we get a timeout? Can we get a timeout, Lakers? Luka gets it. I just spit a bunch. Luka gets the steal. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. This is what it does, man. It's bad enough I gotta watch the stupid Giants. DeAndre Ayton still couldn't close on the offensive rebound. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Every time I look at this game, I get more frustrated. Anyways, way behind in the chat. Anyways. Okay, wow, I'm way behind. All right, jeez. I'm gonna speed run these chats because it bothers me when I'm way behind. Wonder how many phones did guys break? Probably. Oh, in the A's, I couldn't even imagine. It's crazy the owner trashed Keon Coleman too. At least when Woody did it, he wasn't a dude they drafted. Yeah, and I think Justin Fields was a little more respectable at least because I mean, Keon Coleman's going into his third season. He started decent. He had a good game against the Ravens. Like he could be better. That's an amazing pickup line for a Disney adult. God, I forgot what I said. Damn it, I'm sure it was though. Great thing about a Jets vid is it's always topical. They always have a new fuck up in the news. Exactly. Oh, so Hunna, it doesn't make sense to fire the head coach and not the owner at the same time. Huh? I was saying this months ago, lol. Are you talking about the GM? Like, are you talking about the GM? I know you were saying it months ago, but again, thank God we have Joe Shane because he brought in John Harbaugh. Hey, look, he fired the head coach early and he was able to cash in. Basketball games always happen in the background until there's 5 minutes left. That is true. We got UFL soon, lock in twin. I guess at this point, if we're going to watch NBA, we may as well watch UFL and lacrosse and whatever else sports. Well, when they add a salary floor to the MLB, it won't be hell on earth to be a fan of a cheap team like the A's. Yeah, that's got to be incoming. I saw the Dodgers made another big move. Shocker. There are a lot of teams who root for the Dodgers and will make excuses like, oh, it's a different sport. It's such garbage. Joke's on you, Malcio. I don't watch baseball nor from California. Lakers turnover. Chris Dunn gets a yam. The Lakers are getting killed. I'm so glad I didn't bet this game. Prop Mahomes or Bo is my profile pick. Can't bring myself to do it. Yeah, that would be evil. Otis. Yo, UFL streams would be insane work. I got to get a UFL team. I'm gonna pick the best team. I don't care. I'm gonna front run in the UFL. I can't watch another losing team. I can't do it. I can't do it. Ayton gets a bucket. There we go. They're down 12 to the Clippers, Hunna. The Clippers are really good. They managed to take down my Wizards, who are a very dangerous team. Yeah, well, now they're down 17. Joke's on you. Yeet. Got to scout the next Cavante Turpin. Yeah, that's a big piece for Dallas. This is also the first year in 21 years LeBron has not been an all-star. Starter. We might win our 11th game soon. Yeah, watch out for the Wizards. The vibes are good. I wish arena football wasn't basically dead. It was so cool. I completely agree. Arena football was sick. I wish arena football... Oh, wait, no, I heard of that. Dan Snyder was an owner. It doesn't get worse. That's a good point. Donald Sterling. But yeah, they're basically the same guy. Thought it was just all-star starter. Yeah, did they announce the reserves yet? I don't believe so. Didn't even know Terry also on the Sabres. How terrible for Buffalo because they didn't invent the wing. Yeah, Buffalo having two teams is kind of crazy. Zubac. Free rebound. Like DeAndre Ayton, just give up. DeAndre Ayton was rage baiting people for so long. It's actually hilarious. Rage baiting people with his play. Yeah. Thought it was just all-star. Oh, yeah, wait. DeAndre Ayton's what people mean when they say if I was your height, I'd be in the league. Oh, 100%. 100%. I was saying about Jackson Hayes. Well, I've seen DeAndre Ayton work out. He's Gumby. That's all I'm going to say. String bean bitch. All right, that I'll also say. DeAndre Ayton is owning the Sabres is code for being a domestic terrorist. You're right. They still have to announce reserve. He still has a good chance to make it. I meant the GM. I figured Jarv. But the good thing we got Shane because, again, he was able to right the ship at least a little bit. And apparently the Giants are really moving some pieces around. Halftime in this Lakers-Clippers game. Apparently they're moving some pieces around, firing some guys. Bills ownership act is like Keon is the spawn of Satan. Yeah, honestly, their second round wide receiver. Could you imagine if John Mara came out like after Wandale's second year and be like, this Wandale Robinson guy was a complete waste? The funniest thing about the Bills, now that I can slow down, now that we've cut to the chat at least a little bit, funniest thing about the Bills, at least that I realized in my Bills video, was that in that radio interview that I think we all saw, I forgot that it happened, but after rewatching the clip, I remembered it happened. It was after the draft, and Brandon Beane calls into a radio show. They were doing an interview, and he's like, "Yeah, I was listening to your guys' show. This is a direct quote, YouTube, by the way. So don't demonetize me, all right? You guys were bitching about us not getting Josh Rose, and now you're bitching about us not getting our wide receiver. All right, we scored the most points last season. We don't need a wide receiver, and now here we are a year later. Guess what? The Bills need a wide receiver." Looks like the radio show knew what they were talking about, and Brandon Beane said he's like, we got to address the wide receiver position. So now he looks like a total dweeb. DC defenders actually play pro football, and the rest of the teams are kind of just there. All right. Rooting for a DC team's a tall order, though, other than the Wizards. As soon as you front run in the UFL, you'll have a historic crash out and early playoff exit. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. That's what we need. Me crashing out from the UFL. That's what this stream needs. Hunna halftime hinge raw. Okay, yes. Let me respond to what Steven said, and then we'll get to the Hunna halftime hinge update, which I got the graphic right here. Pagula thinks he knows shit about winning because after 20 years and 0 playoff wins, well, they've won playoff games, but I know what you're saying. 0 serious playoff runs. It was after that they lucked into Josh Allen. Yeah, no, you're right. And the thing with that, yeah, the Bills were garbage for like most of the 2010s, minus Marshawn Lynch and like a couple random years they had with Tyrod. Like, I completely agree with what you're saying now that I've understood it. Completely. It's a complete mess. Like, he bought the team from Ralph Wilson, who was like a Buffalo hero. And this guy's a just complete train wreck of an owner. I remember the Bills were celebrating like the Super Bowl when Tyrod got them 9 wins. Yeah, that's right. And then Peterman got a playoff start, and that didn't work out well. Commanders are in the up and up, so not all terrible DC teams. That is true. The Commanders are going to be great this season. All right. Hunna's halftime hinge update brought to you by no one for now. All right. So here's the 411. I realistically think I could be a UFL defensive coordinator if it still exists in 5 years. Hey, man. American Dragon son, man. Going back to school to be a coach. That's badass, man. I might have to do that, honestly. All right. Let's do it. I should change the music. Let me pull up a different kind of song here. Again, we have a lot to cover in halftime. This is definitely going to bleed into the second quarter of the game, but who cares? We need some more energy. This is Sonic Summer music. Here we go. All right. High octane action. Hunna's halftime hinge update. Here we go. All right. So I got 3. Okay, cool. So I got 3 worthwhile things to talk about here. First one that I need to get out of the way early. I don't know if you guys know, with the red mustache and, you know, the aged skin and whatnot, especially that is showing up now with this new camera. I look old. Gotta moisturize. I'm 23 years old, and I matched with a woman, not a girl, a woman, who is 34. Count them, 34. 34 years old. I liked her, and I thought, why not? Shot in the dark. Hail Mary pass. Sure. We'll go 11 years, my elder. Why not? Let's see what happens. 34. Liked her. Matched almost instantly, which wasn't even a welcome sight. It was more just shocking. And I didn't know what to say. Her profile's pretty thin. I thought she was a bot until she verified herself. So that's, you know. So yeah, that's her profile. Gives me nothing to work with, by the way. I have no idea what to say for a pickup line. So I just led with vintage, easy. Hey, gorgeous. I shit you not. She responds, hey, gorgeous. She just ping pongs it back. Try something else, buddy. I'm not holding out hope that I end up marrying someone that's 11 years older than me. You guys know how I feel about the whole, you know, MILF thing. But it's different when you meet these people in real life, because then you can actually like build a rapport. Meeting a girl 11 years older than me on a dating app, it's a tall hill to climb. It's taller than this hill. Like I gotta go from really terrible Zach Wilson all the way up to Shador to go to 34. Hunter's Hunt, he's on the prowl. Exactly. Yeah, that's probably a better name for this. But yeah, Hunter's halftime hinge update. Why can they make Hunter's halftime hinge update this show on the broadcast? That's what I mean. This is what we're here for, man. This is what the people want to see. Didn't the Bills need to beat the Bengals to beat the Ravens to get into the playoffs for the first time ever? Yes, I think maybe not the first time in forever, but oh yeah, you know what? I do remember that. Yeah, Marcel Darius and all those boys. Kyle Williams, another stud D tackle. They were all watching. You're right, I do remember that. It was like a Hail Mary. That was such a tough day for Ravens fans. I have a very close Ravens fan buddy. Shout out Carson. I remember telling him about that game, and he was just like, I can't even. So, damn, you can ask her what 2007 was like. Yeah, if anybody thinks of a line, please. But that's the 4-1 with her. She's cute. But again, she's 34 on a dating app matching with 23-year-olds. So, you know, do with that what you will. This isn't going to be one of my more funny halftime hinge updates outside of the matching with a 34-year-old. Again, this is not me saying, oh, if you're 34, you're super old. I know Blake Robinson's here. He's 34. I'm just saying, to me, relatively to scale, especially because she's, did I read that right? She's, oh yeah, 5'1". She's 5'1". Not to put short people on blast here. 5'1's about right here. About to the Lakers. About right here. That's a bit rich. Maybe even lower. Probably underneath the Lakers. This is not like, oh, I'm tall, I'm awesome. It's just a big swing. It would be a big change for old Hunnaball here. So, and again, I do not have the bag to take out a 34-year-old and wine and dine. So, again, we're gonna see what happens here. Granny, come to me, Granny up flirt. Does she have kids? She does not have kids. If she had kids, it would be a whole different scenario, because then it would qualify, you know, MILF and such. No kids. So again, I'm kind of just trying to figure out what's happening. 31 and 5-1. 34 and 5-1. What was 9/11 like? That's not bad. That's probably what I should say, honestly. Like, what were the 90s like? Did you own an iPod Nano? That's actually not even that deep of a pull. I owned an iPod Nano. I didn't own an iPod Nano. My friend owned an iPod Nano, though, so it's not that old. What should I say? You know, I Googled today how to make a cassette tape. I would love for someone to teach me, so maybe that's what I should say. I don't understand how they work. I literally don't understand how a cassette tape works. So maybe I could ask her that. Yeah, a way to win me over is by being a nerd. What am I supposed to do with that? What the hell am I supposed? Oh yeah, I'm a huge nerd. What the fuck? 2007 was great. Halo 3 released that year. Shit, you can ask me what 2007 was like, Steven. Yeah, Giant Super Bowl. That's what it was like. 2007 season. Ask her how loud was the dial-up. Burning a CD is easier. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, man. You couldn't even imagine. How loud was the dial-up? What was the housing crash like? Did that affect you? 34, man. How old is 34? That's 92? 91? What was Y2K like? What were the 1900s like? That's what I mean. You can apply to survive the Great Depression, lady. I want to text her something like, we should go on a date, madam, or something like that. Senorita. But yeah, so there's that. That was the crash of '08. Yeah, seriously. What a year 2008 would have been if I was an adult. Coming off a Giant Super Bowl. It's like, well, can't afford to eat, but at least the Giants are champs. All right. On to more serious. Not even, I mean, this whole thing, this whole segment's a joke. She did see peak Nirvana. Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously, that's what I mean. Again, this is not me saying 34-year-olds are old. This is me saying dating a 34-year-old's a bold adventure. The 25-year-old who things have more or less dissolved with 2 years my elder, she said she was robbing the cradle, that she was the cougar, so I can only imagine what an 11-year age gap would look like. You know, she was born right when Nirvana popped up. I was born the year Cobain died. Damn it. That's brutal. It's a little too late. Should have asked her what the fall of the Berlin Wall was like. These are gonna get a laugh out of me every time. Were you there when we stormed the beaches in Normandy? I'm having fun. I'm having fun. All right. Anyways, now I don't even want to talk about the serious matches now. I'm having too much fun. Let's keep the romance off the table, ladies. Yeah, seriously. All right. All right. Other girls. Two more Hinge updates. And again, I'm definitely eager to keep making fun of this 30. Not even making fun of her, just making fun of this bit. As Richard hiding her pot of gold. Come on. Come on. All right. Other one. So this girl that I matched with, I think 4 or 5 days ago, maybe a little bit longer. I think I've talked about her once on stream. What was signing the Declaration of Independence like? Really quick, I want to say this. This 4th of July, it is the semi-quincentennial. So there you go. That's what it's called. Not exactly rolling off the tongue like bicentennial, but hey, it is the semi-quincentennial. Some companies are trying to get America 250 to go. I don't care for that. Gotta call it by the number title. It's the semi-quincentennial, so you can take that to the bank. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Other girl I matched with. This girl I like a lot. That's what sucks. It's your body count in terms of tons. That's just mean. That's just harsh. Apparently the Vikings are actually shopping Addison around. The Niners are very interested. There you go. There you go. Free 3. This other girl that I matched with, I like this girl's vibe a lot. She's cool. I think someone said in last stream, she's a redhead. Someone's like, redhead, don't do it. Don't do it. This is the kind of girl Miguel writes songs about. If you don't get the joke there, she has tattoos. On a nose ball. There you go. But yeah, no, she's got a cool vibe. She's pretty, local. These are all big things. Doesn't have kids at the ripe age of 24. Doesn't have kids. Pretty straight up, page. Works out, goes outside, you know. Pretty thin page. However, The reason that I matched with this girl, and I talked about this line, you put the angel in angel hair. Not bad, right? She texts me, hey cutie. I go, hey gorgeous. Once again, that's a gimme. And then, we're going back and forth a little bit. She, in her profile, she has a voice recording, which you couldn't pay me to do a voice recording on Hinge, by the way. You guys know I love to talk, and I have the equipment. You couldn't pay me to get on and be like, so here's my impression of, let me think. Here's my impression of Rob De Niro in Taxi Driver. You talking to me? Like, it wouldn't work. I couldn't do it. So that sucked. I suck at impressions, right? So, but she puts a little voice memo of the song, is it called, I think it's called Silver Dollar? No, it's not. It's the song from the Chevy ads. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. The Allman Brothers, I got one more silver dollar. What is that song called? Midnight Rider, I think it is. Like, I didn't know that was the title. I had to Google, I had to Shazam it. I'm like asking AI, what is the name of that song in the Chevy ads? About the silver dollar, right? So that's like her favorite song, right? So I'm like, besides the Allman Brothers, which I've definitely heard of, what else we listening to? Start the conversation. She goes, rock music, anything rock, 60s to 90s, which it took everything in me not to make a 6ix9ine joke there. But yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. That's badass. And then I, go through some rock playlists, and I'm like, we listen to Ventura Highway or more Highway to Hell type of rock listeners, rock and rollers, as they call them. And she goes, I love them both. I'm like, all right, cool. So then I go, perfect. I made a playlist. I'm on a copy a playlist, but I got a playlist at the ready. And then I'm like, so perfect. I made a playlist. What are you doing tomorrow? I need a review. And then she said about 2 hours ago, I'm off actually. Whoa! The girl I actually like and I'm holding out hope for, I may actually go out on a date. The Fanta song, that's good. That's good. Yeah, he can't help himself for whatever reason. Apparently he's not even a locker room menace. Yeah, he wants out. He just wants out. The Fanta song, yeah. Wanna, don't you wanna Fanta? I'm trying to go to sleep at night and that song is still raining in my head. So, we'll find out. We will find out. Crazy the girl you matched, is about to have her semi-quincentennial as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Hannah Hoopin, exactly. It worked. It's so crazy, it just might work. So I got to figure out a response, and I got to send that before we get off stream. Green light. So I'll let you guys know. Again, I'm not, I love talking about these things more so than actually dating, but it's working out. This girl's cute. We'll find out. She's not verified. I might get killed. Last match, and this is I don't know how else to talk about this. Okay, so one of the things I've realized in dating apps, I'm going to turn the music down. One of the things I've realized in dating apps, because this is not going to be as impassioned of a rant. One of the things, we got James here. What's up, James? We're watching basketball, but right now we're in the middle of the Hunna's halftime Hinge update. the main attraction, as they call it. But I love these emojis, Malcio. They're hilarious. I have to tell you something. Oh yeah, James probably has a halftime Hinge update as well. But so one of the things I've learned in dating apps is that there's nothing more awkward. Okay, how do I even put this? What people like to do, and I don't want to say women, because I'm sure guys do this too, but I don't see guys on these apps, right? What women will do is they'll, for one, use multiple apps, which, I've used multiple apps before. I'm the hinge master, as they say, but, I've used Tinder and Bumble. I've gotten little to no success. I've never gone on a date on Tinder or Bumble. It's never left the app. But the closest time I got on Bumble, matched with a Giants fan. She broke my heart by ghosting me. That one really stung. How could you do that? I thought it was once a Giant, always a Giant. How could you do that? But I did match with this girl on Bumble, okay? And it just sets up an awkward thing because the conversation died immediately, didn't really go far. So then I'm scrolling Hinge again, and I liked this girl, and she insta-matched. insta matched. This was today. I liked her at 133. She matched 139. So this girl's got notifications on and or lives on this app, right? So I'm already kind of a little anxious about it. Then I realized, I'm like, oh, this is the girl from Bumble. Right? Another thing about this girl, and this is not me to make fun, and this is not me trying to make fun of her. In fact, if anything, this is something I want to say really quick about how women use these apps. I'm going to try and sound as forward and as nice as I can here. I don't know how I'm going to, though. What a lot of women will do is put a picture of them, caption it, me and my best friend. And I don't want to be rude. It is the fattest friend they have. Like, again, I'm not trying to be mean. I saw it so much today, though. It's just arm around, just like me and my best friend. And it's just like they're just friend who you like I can tell they're just trying to mog, right? And I get it. I have a group picture where I'm considerably taller than my friend on my profile, but it just feels kind of fucked up, you know? So this girl had one of that, and I wanted to ask her, I'm like, so what's up with you? So what's going on with your friend? Just flipping on her. Another thing about this girl that I do want to bring up, I'm not trying to make fun of her because I actually think this is kind of cool. This girl's a horse girl. So what I've realized as an adult is, and as, you know, adult, what I've realized is horse girl, red flag, red lights. Oh my God, horse girl. She probably eats cheese or whatever. I don't know. Like Johndre Ayton, post hook. Who's going to stop it? Lakers are down 20. The Lakers are down 18. This game sucks. Horse girl. And what I've realized as an adult, because this girl's in pretty damn good shape, is that why is horse girl such a red flag? Like if she's cute, I don't care. Like I don't care if she plays lacrosse or swims, you know, the backstroke or rides horses. I don't give a damn. And to be honest with you, and this might be a little more, I don't know, gross. If there's a sport that's gonna help in a relationship, it's horseback riding, right? So that's the 411 with this girl. Another thing about her, she answered every question. So I'm not gonna, I don't want to put her location on blast. She answered every prompt though. Every single prompt. Every language she can speak, which is 3. I've only got 1.5. Her race, monogamy, looking for a long-term relationship. She's not only a horse girl, she's a horse trainer, and she puts horse trainer at barn. I thought they trade horses at Target. So she put that, and you know, we're kind of just figuring it out. I didn't know what to say because she gave me too damn much. She gave me too much information, TMI on her page. So she's a big traveler. So I could tell she went to Germany. So I was like, how'd you like Germany? I've always wanted to go. She sends a whole spiel. Absolutely loved it. Funny enough, I almost moved there if I didn't get the job I'm currently at, which is again, horse trainer at barn. So not making fun of her, but that's the story there. So I got to figure out a response to the redhead that I'm in love with. But outside of that, that's the Hana halftime Hinge update. I know James has probably said a few things, so I want to read that, but I just wanted to laser it and kind of hit the nail on the head because this game sucks. But anyways, so what is this segment going to turn into when you get into a relationship? That's my biggest fear, Meep. That's my absolute biggest fear. I have no clue, and it's not going to be as good. There it is. That's what it's going to turn into. The lights are going to go out. It's not going to be as good. Straight up. I learned today that my history teacher, that her friend was married, now divorced, to the Slater Chargers O-line. So now we have to hate the Chargers low-key. No! We have to hate the Chargers! Shit. I already did, man. They're like one of my least favorite teams. The whole AFC West can suck it, besides the Raiders. Just win. Just win, Otis. Oh boy, I gotta try this as well. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's disgusting. All right. I also got this for the stream. I got this. This is a soft serve ice cream. I gotta defrost it. I bought this. I was gonna eat it at halftime. I didn't think I'd have a Hinge update, so I thought, you know, I'll try out that ice cream. So I'll do that at some point. But I want to catch up to the chat here. Imagine entering this stream to that line. To any of them. I don't even know exactly what you're talking about, John, but to any of it. Entering the stream to the Hana's halftime Hinge update. That's why I have to put the graphic, because if not, it's just none of this makes sense. These are my reactions of your stories with babes, as a matter of fact. All right, there we go. I like it. Made themselves blind of swiping on Tinder and had all of Justin Herbert's front 5 trim match with them. Come on. Holy crap, Hunna has a point. Maybe I should find a horse girl. See me? There we go. I'm changing minds here. I'm changing minds here. It's because he cheated. That's not a surprise. I feel like if you get cheated on by an NFL player or a professional athlete in general, if I was dating Angel Reese, I wouldn't expect her to be loyal. You know? Who else is like the hot women's basketball players? God, there was someone else on Iowa. Just what a Gabby something. Damn it, Gabby Marshall something. Gabby Marsh, that's her name. I don't know. Yeah, some hot women's basketball players. If I was dating a professional athlete, I would. Yeah, they're gonna cheat. Probably just accept it's an open relationship at that point. That's just me though. Out for the night for me. See ya. See all this weekend for the championship game. See ya, John. Glad you stayed for the Hinge update. It's because he cheated. That's what we hate. I mean, we hate the Chargers anyway. Bro, Gabby Marshall was fine. So thank you. Waller cheated on Kelsey Plum. Yeah, exactly. That's professional athletes. Things happen. Gabby Marshall was fine as hell. Thank you. HVL can cheat on me. I don't care. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Just kind of own it. So yeah. So now what I want to do is, one, I want to figure out what to say to this girl, because when she spends most of her time with horses, her head's probably scrambled eggs. That's a good point. That's a fair point, Ma. You should. I hadn't considered that. It's a fair point. Explains why Tua yaps a lot of his press conferences. Explains why I ramble so much, because I've got 2 concussions under my belt, maybe 3. Depends on what my brain actually thinks. Rams, Niners, the big night, fell on sidewalk. Where I just played some game pigeon with the girl. There you go, James. I figured there would be an update in that equation. The cuck chair has great uses in a professional sports relationship. I know I have the cuck chair in my apartment as well. Kind of using it as a footrest. The alternative metal chair. I don't know why I had like a box on there as well. But yeah. So as you can see, we got the dual chair setup. This is becoming a professional setup here. So that's, we got a good camera. Got 2 chairs. Two. That's count them, 2 chairs. And the Lakers are down by too much. Way too much. This game sucks. Jarv, how's the parlay looking? All right. So now what I want to do, I want to try this. I saw this on the store. This is civet cut. Probably cut. It's a stupid name. This is soft serve, right? So you keep it frozen and thaw to eat. So obviously this is not your traditional ice cream, because spoons. Oh wait, let me take this off. Halftime Hinge update's over. I'm gonna figure out a line to say to that girl. But does your mom feel bad they were bullying you for the chair? My mom felt bad that my back is slowly disintegrating. That's what my mom felt bad, because I complain about my back every time I'm not on stream. LeBron taking it to the rack. Missed. This game sucks. So this is cut soft serve vanilla. Because spoons were too. What are you using, a spoon in the big 2026? What the hell's wrong with you? Another like LeBron miss. I hate watching basketball. But yeah, so this is keep frozen, thaw to eat. Who needs basketball when you got ice cream, soft serve, slurp it. You just like that. Don't clip any of this, please, by the way. I want to read the back because it's a small business. I feel like that's fair. A small business. This was at a supermarket. Congrats on buying the first ever soft serve ice cream in the freezer aisle. No mess and portable. How cool is that? How cool is that? Get it? Because it's ice cream. This thing's also 310 calories, 310 big ones. There may be copycats down the road. I don't think so. I think this is a one-of-one type thing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you have a great eye for ingenuity and great taste in ice cream. If you're new to civets, our family recipe is proudly non-vegan. Thanks. Thanks for that. Never seen a package say proudly non-vegan. Congratulations, you use milk. What else you got? And we love us plenty of cream and butter. I mean, who doesn't love cream? Again, please don't clip any of this. And sugar. This is not green juice. Thanks. Thanks for that. It's white juice. Tasty. Like my dad always says, temptation doesn't go on vacation. That's good. I like that. Temptation doesn't go on vacation. So if you're gonna, what does that mean? What does that mean? Temptation doesn't go on vacation. It's an emotion. Emotions don't go in the ocean. What the I can rhyme too, dick. So if you're gonna treat yourself, damn it. They didn't, I added the damn it. That's from Joe, by the way. P.S. This ice cream machine is never broken. Lol. Little QR code. This is Hunna's flu game. Who doesn't love cream? Yeah, don't clip any of this. This game is a bloodbath. Yeah, so if you want to scan the QR code, that's not gonna focus because it's on autofocus. Or it's on manual. Let me focus this guy. There you go. So if any of you guys want cuts, I'll get an affiliate link, and then I'll get my cut, so to speak, of the cream. Cash rules everything around me. I think it melted. But, yeah, so here we go. So you crack this guy open like it's applesauce. Like I said, spoons are too damn difficult in the big 2025. All right. Again, like, I'm about to just straight... Should I just gun it? Should I just one shot, like, just gun this thing? We need a channel in Discord for out of context quotes. I'll make it, man. If you guys want to clip it, it'll make the clips easier for me after the fact. But, you know, don't clip this. Anyway... By the way, there's a little tear here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a little tear. I know I keep like, I keep blue balls in it, but there's a little tear here. I guess in case slurping it's too damn hard, you just rip the top off and just yank that shit again. Anyway, all right, here we go. This is the civet. I'm gonna try and just blast this one shot straight to the face. All right. I wasn't able to get the whole thing down. That's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty damn good. Drink it like a smoothie. Oh boy. I'm glad I got the good camera to see the white on my face. You can't take your time with this. Your future employer can't find this stream. Yeah, no, this one's getting delisted. One shot straight to the face. I saw this and I'm like, the blowjob jokes are just like, they're all over this thing. How does a person eat this in public? Just like, oh, my ice cream. All I need is like a rainbow propeller hat to look like a real doofus. There's no masculine way to eat slurp ice cream. So that's cut. I think they replaced the T with an M. I think that's more like it. That's what it looks like. So I don't know, man. I mean, it's good. It's sugar and milk. They said it. Proudly non-vegan. It's pretty damn good. It melted a little bit. And timing this out is gonna be hell. If anybody buys this, please let me know what you think. The thing is, when you buy it from the store, it's rock hard. And I tried to de-thaw it on stream and it melted. So I don't know what the exact time to de-thaw it is. They don't put it on the box. But yeah. So there you go. I'll keep slurping this white down. Like... how is this ever gonna sell? How is this ever gonna sell? Like, you guys just saw how ridiculous that looked. Like, again. Yummy in my tummy. It's like, what the hell? So tasty ice cream, but like, pretty shitty vessel. Again, because spoons are for losers. Imagine if that was sponsored. Cut or civets, whatever. Civets. Reach out, sponsor, send me the chocolate flavor. Let's see, there is a chocolate and probably a rocky road. I'm sure you could, like, you know, make all kind. I want to get every little drop out of it. It's pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty tasty. They should put on the package not to be consumed in public. Definitely don't eat it on live stream in video form that can be used against you for the rest of your life. John Collins taking it to the rack. Bucket and one. What a joke. JJ Reg looks like he's about to have an aneurysm on the sideline. Can't blame him. Technology may have gone too far. Rock hard. I know. It is. It is. I'm not lying to you guys. I want to get in every last drop. Yeah, man, you got to squeeze it out. You got to really... like, I mean, The jokes are right there. I couldn't imagine. I'm telling you, man. What a hilarious design. Again, it says right there. I mean, the whole idea is it's on the go, right? It's soft serve on the go. To civet to go. So, you know, you have this thing. So imagine, right? Imagine I just walked into on stream, right? And I'm just like, what's up, fuckers? Sit my ass down and just out of my pocket pull a soft serve ice cream. It's like, what's this guy's deal? Like, what's this dude's problem? Why is he slurping white ice cream out of a squeeze bottle? See why I bought this for the stream? Like, this is a worthwhile investment. $5, by the way. $5. So, considerably overpriced for what you get. At least from an aesthetic perspective. It's actually a manly way to eat. Just cut off the top. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's the manly way to eat it. I can't, man. Let's actually see if this is meant to be like a tear. Just yank. Fuck! Well, that's... I'm throwing this out. Nah, I gotta keep this. I'm putting it in the sink. I'm putting it in the sink. Well, that was horrific. That was an all-time moment. That was an all-time stream moment. There's gonna be ice cream on this mic forever. There's gonna be a white stain on this mic. It's all over my desk. It's all over my desk. Like, it's all over my fucking desk. This is what happens when we stream basketball. I get white all over my fucking desk. And I'm not talking Jake LaRavia. Oh my god. I'd love to be in that marketing meeting when they try to keep a straight face on how to eat cut. Yeah, should we go to the film room and see other people eating it? Like, what is the game there? What white stains are everywhere. I'm not like, what, most of my setup is black. As you can see, black microphone, black keyboard, black mouse. Black mouse, take my word for it. Gosh. Man. What a train wreck that was. He has experience, perfect form. The Hana halftime. Jane Bullens. Oh man, yep. I'm telling you, dude, my pants. I don't know if this will get picked up on the. Like, how do I like? They're gray. You can't really see, but there's stains on these pants. Like, these johns are dirty. Which, like, white stains on gray sweatpants. Cool. Like, you guys saw what that looked like. That looked like spillage. I don't know how else to say it. That looked like like the milkman, and not in a good way. So I'm gonna have to wash these. I'm gonna have to wipe down the whole countertop. I'm gonna have to, if it leaves a stain, I'm gonna have to tell people, no, it's not that. I was eating Slurp ice cream. It's a whole different thing. It stains are everywhere. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm getting stressed out. I'm getting stressed out. Kobe scored 81 20 years ago today. I'm glad we could celebrate the Mamba by getting white shit on the jersey, but it's not helping the Jones. I want to see, how is this supposed to be dined upon, so to speak? Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up really quick. Here we are. Welcome to the film room. All right, I want to see. I just pulled up Twitter, but I want to see, like, what, how is this supposed to be eaten upon? Drop a like if you haven't already, by the way. All right, let's go. Is it civet? We're about to find out. Is it civet ice cream? Hey, man, maybe. Holy hell. Is this the future of ice cream innovation? I gotta pause the Sonic for this. Is this the future of ice cream innovation? We're about to find out. So this is an old product. So, okay, so clearly it hasn't exactly smashed viral. Want to eat ice cream on the go? Ever heard of a bowl and a spoon? So this is a 2-year-old product. Apparently $4 ice cream goes viral. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's see how this fella... This is Snack Investigation Unit, which I wish I had a channel name as cool as Snack Investigation Unit. As you can see, I'm subscribed to Hunnaball and Ron Stewart. Anyway, here this is 100-point wheeled game. Let's hear what this guy's got to say. Let me turn the volume up.
Soft serve ice cream.
Don't copyright me, fucking guy.
Soft serve ice cream in a pouch. This could be...
I had to make sure the Sonic music wasn't going because he just, took it. What a pause, by the way. What a pause. This is how I felt.
Wildly innovative in the ice cream world.
Wildly is a stretch.
Ice cream on the go. This is CBT soft serve.
Wait.
Jack said he went to a show the other night.
I thought this was the Dragon Ball song. It is not.
Go.
It doesn't look better when it's someone else. So, okay, so good to know. Good to know it's not just me. It's not just me with a curious hand. No matter what you do, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Sick shirt, though. Dazed and Confused. Me too, man. Hilarious accompanying music. It's not bad.
A little chemically. It's got the chemicals taste to it a little bit. So my bar for soft serve is Dairy Queen. This is chocolate, so to be fair, I'm not a chocolate guy.
Well, then why do you start with it then?
This is a
why do you start
chocolate.
with chocolate if he's okay? Hopefully we'll see what his take is on the vanilla.
But it's still good.
Still good.
All right, and this is vanilla. Here we go.
Just use one hand; it looks better. I'm sure it does. I mean, no matter what, innuendos aside, you look like a fucking toddler. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's call it spade a spade. By the way, Lakers on a 14-3 run to take the lead down to 15. Oh my gosh, man, this game really got out of hand quick.
All right.
This is his song. Wait, this is his song. Snackmaster General. This is his song. All right. Listen.
All right. This is.
I need a Hunnaball song.
This is sensation. Yes, it's vanilla versus chocolate, but it's also creamier.
Sensational, creamier.
This is incredible innovation. I could just be walking out of the house like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bring a soft serve with me. Here we go. What's up? Got some soft serve?
9 mention. There it is. Well, what on God's green earth is that thumbnail? What on God's green earth? Reina, I'm telling you, the thumbnail is like the least weird part of this stream. We are almost in the 4th quarter of Clippers Lakers, and you still not talked about Barnyard. I want to buy these for my house and record my bro eating cut as blackmail. That should be a fantasy punishment, honestly. And Aiton is on the bench and does look like he's stepping back on the floor. That should be a fantasy punishment, genuinely. Post a video of yourself eating this shit on, like, your Instagram story to everybody you know. Everybody you know's got to watch. 9 mention. Yeah, exactly. 9 mention. So this guy liked it. And again, like, it tasted good. It was pretty good ice cream. I can't lie. Reina, you got to go back, like, 20 minutes or so in the stream to get, or 10 minutes or so to get context. We tried portable soft serve. Marshall dropped a 115 on ULM. Monroe, Booty School. Luca 3-ball. It is now a 14-point game. Hold on. All right. So I just want to see how the, like, owner of the guy is. This guy. This looks like the owner. Okay. This looks like his thing. I don't want to watch the whole shebang. I just want to see how someone who, like, a serious adult eats this stuff.
How much is your soft serve? What do you sell it for?
$4.
The twist. $4 American dollars. Wow.
It's $4.99 when I got it. Inflation got the soft serve.
Not only do they want it for free,
Otis
because they're a healthcare hero. They're like a hero.
There you go.
no, the most common requests we get for freebies are influencers or people like, we were doing a party and there's going to be these influencers there. They're going to
influencers pay double for ice cream, cut soft serve. Is that right? Or civet soft serve? We still don't know.
People say, hey, such and such is willing to take some photos of the truck in exchange for your services. And I'm like, you are out of your mind.
Okay, yeah, take some photos with the truck, but do they?
School, the tuition payment, they don't take celebrity photos. They actually take money. So I need.
Yeah, okay, buddy. But is he gonna eat the ice cream?
This party sign joke. I did it. See.
So this is okay. So what I think happened is the company went viral because, you know, soft serve on the go is cool and shit. Yeah, okay. So they found a way to package it. Oh boy, here we go. Where, like, Maybe this guy tries it. Let's try. Okay, we're gonna watch one more, and then we'll move on, I guess. This guy seems like a real straight shooter.
Food cabin. Now check out something fun I found the other day in the
Dank
ice
Stabbin'
cream,
Cabin.
Bro, it's this ice
stoned
cream
as shit.
CBD
All right.
soft cream.
LeBron jam down. 14-point game again, going into the fourth.
Put you back around like $3. This stuff is amazing. Tastes just like chocolate. It's vegan, very healthy.
It's not. It's not vegan, buddy. They said that on the package. Proudly non-vegan.
Sort of. It's got all these good ingredients. You want to read
Rather eat it out of a shoe and get all out like you did on his shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Try it out.
So this guy is knocking it back. Okay, so that's, I guess, the relative respectable way. Maybe I kind of got a little too much with the whole...
Look at it. Yeah, that's great.
Hey, never mind. Never mind. Never. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I'll finish the video. We gotta get out of here.
Pretty amazing.
We gotta get out of here,
Yeah, you
man.
can freeze it for longer or less.
This
depending on
whole
what
thing.
consistency you
Rather
want
you'd have
it.
a shoe.
But for me,
Nah,
this is
man,
a
me
double
too.
shocker product, and I definitely
It's a double
recommend you go
shocker
out and check it
product.
out. The only flavor they had left was chocolate, but it looks like they maybe sell a vanilla and maybe some other flavor like a cookies and cream.
That would be nice. So cookies and cream would be nice. Just completely steer it in the skid there.
You won't regret it. See you guys later. Bye bye.
I love a small YouTuber. As one myself, I love a small YouTuber. All right, so we've watched it. Again, we don't need to watch anymore. I think I'm gonna lose my mind, honestly. But yeah, so there you go. If you guys want to try it yourself and throw a video in the Discord, please do. But that was a cut soft serve. Should we get back to the Lakers game? Why bags but not cones? Because cones are for sissies. You didn't hear? Cones are for dweebs. We live in the future now. If you can't take it in a bag and eat it as efficiently as possible, then why even bother? Who cares? You guys are talking about cones? What is this, the 1800s? Eating out of a waffle cone? The profit margin. How the hell are you going to sell it for $5 in the freezer aisle if you don't put it in a cone? Again, it seems like a relatively small business. Maybe they're public, honestly. Maybe I can get in on the ground floor. Okay, so we're in the fourth quarter of Lakers Clippers. Doesn't seem like the Lakers are going to come back, but if they do, we will definitely react to it. I went on my little 8 and rant, but other than that, I could give a damn about this game at this point. So now what I want to do is, it's time. Let me turn the Sonic music back on. It's time. Cones that improve the flavor, I don't disagree. I really don't disagree at all. Cones are tasty, exactly. Everybody here likes cones. I'm not one to disagree. All right? But again, you got soft hands if you don't eat ice cream in a pouch. You do it any other way, you got soft hands. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Soft hands, you got no grit, no intensity. How the hell? How is anyone supposed to take you seriously if you don't eat soft serve through a pouch like it's applesauce? All right. Last thing, we can move on with the ice cream, although that was an all-time bit. This is my barnyard review, as promised. I watched Luca's the best cone. Is that like a brand? Or are we talking Doncic? You should low-key play Groos's theme. Trust. Groos? Who's Groos? If you spelled that right, I'll check it out, James. I just want to make sure that's actually what it's called. Groos, not a typo. All right. So I watched not Back to the Barnyard, as I have found out. Back to the Barnyard was the spin-off show, which makes sense. This movie was called Barnyard. I need like a visual aid here. Hold on. Let me pull a visual aid really quick. Just that way, anybody joining the stream knows what I'm talking about with or without context. So I watched Barnyard. Let me make it smaller. Okay. Like considerably smaller. Oh my god. Okay, so we watched Barnyard with the cow. And the first thing I want to say about it is that a brand. First thing I want to say about it is it's on Pluto TV, which, let me just say this really quick. I'm going to go on a little Hunnaball tangent here. Okay, so I have a Prime stick. It's pretty old. I bought it when I was in my last relationship, so yeah, pretty old. And I tried to download Pluto TV, but it needed an update. So I tried to download the update. And then it said the update won't work because you don't have the app downloaded. So I tried to download the app. It said, okay, you downloaded the app. Now you got to download the update. So then I tried to download the update. And then it said the update won't work. You're still downloading the app. And I kept doing that for like 20 minutes. I'm sitting there. We're sitting here again talking about trying to download Pluto TV. The ice cream is still on my pants, by the way. So that's for sure going to stain. We're sitting here again talking about trying to download Pluto TV. And again and again, and I'm doing this to watch Barnyard, the film. So there's like a little bit of a buildup now at this point. Finally, after unplugging and replugging in my Fire Stick a good 6 times, I was able to get it up and running and turn on Pluto. Guess what? There's no sound. Why would there be sound? Who needs sound in 2026? What are you, crazy? I made sure that it wasn't a Fire Stick issue because every other app was working. So then I had to, guess what? Uninstall, reinstall. So 45 minutes later, basically, I finally get on this thing. I can finally watch Barnyard with ads on Pluto, whatever. I'm glad I got access to it free of charge. I watched about 20 minutes. I was kind of editing my Abella Danger short. Check that out if you didn't already. So I got, my pants looked like I was watching an Abella Danger short. But anyways, so I watched about 20 minutes of it, watched Ben die, spoiler, and then I, didn't really get much further than that, paused it. So then I went out to my living room and said, no, I'm going to make this a thing. This is what the people want to see, me reacting and reviewing to Barnyard. So I go out to my main TV, my, bigger TV, the Samsung that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Why are Samsung keyboards so goddamn stupid? I'm not going to go on a longer rant. Why are they so ridiculous? Why, when you press a letter, then there's like a backspace underneath it instead of just going to the next letter? I was freaking out. Thankfully, though, I was able to download it and watch the film finally. Here are my thoughts after considering all of that the sound wasn't working, that it couldn't download. Also, Pluto TV's controls are ridiculous. Trying to figure that app out made me feel like an old man, okay? Clippers 3-ball. This game's not going to get close anytime soon. Okay, here are my actual notes on the film as we get to 9 p.m. West. It's called, that's the name of the major side character in Lost Skyward Sword. Spin-off show starts off kind of weak, but eventually becomes the kid equivalent to Family Guy's pretty good. I'm glad. Should I watch the whole show and then make a whole video about it? Barnyard, a goat movie. It's a cow farm. You're going to see cows outside. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that's a great joke. And I will say, again, the humor in Barnyard is top shelf. Like, I thought it was hilarious. Like, again, the main thing I'll say about the movie is that it was adult jokes. It was adult jokes meant for that exact time. Within the first 10 minutes, Jared Vanderbilt is down with an injury. Nope, he's okay. Gru song. What is it? Wait, what'd you say? Wait, why is it only in one chat? Hold on. Groose. Okay, Groose. But yeah, there's like very early on, Otis's song goes off, and it's like, and you can hear his ringtone. It's like, "Hello, Moto," the Motorola phone. Because of course Otis has a Motorola phone. This song is good. Of course Otis is a Motorola phone, not Otis in the chat. So very like dated film, but the jokes were awesome, right? So now I want to read from my notes. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight down the list. All right. So excellent opening sequence, which we watched. Down on the farm, all that. Character designs are top shelf. The Jersey Cows, big characters in the film if you haven't seen Jersey Cows. Definitely Jets fans. Oat licks salt like a real badass, like he's doing a line. Main crew murders at least 30 chickens before the movie even starts. Humor's really sharp. The big quote and meaning of the film: a strong man stands up for himself. A strong man stands up for others. They said others, but I figured, cows, udders. You guys get it. Also, very early on, pregnant cow. Yep, there's a pregnant cow, and that's a pretty big narrative piece of this. Otis is the adult male ego ideal, which means we all want to be Otis. Wanda Sykes is the cock-block cow friend. Don't know how else to say that. She is. Also, they have this little, party sequence. Again, I'm just explaining the movie now, but they have this little party sequence within the barnyard. Is that the whole song? No, okay, it isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. They're just playing, piano music. I'm going to go back to songs. That was a good song, though. Sorry that I was talking through it. But, hold on. Nice. Okay. They have this little like party sequence in the barnyard. Oh god, it's a 10-point game. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. They have like a little like party sequence, and they're playing like craps and like doing keg stands and all this stuff. A lot of adult jokes in barnyard. And it's pretty hilarious because they land. But what I wanted to say was, I've been in relationships. I've traveled to a few countries. I've seen my Giants win a playoff game. And if you guys haven't figured this out yet, there is nothing better in life. Absolutely nothing better in life than a hot craps table. Nothing. There's nothing better than being at a hot craps table. I'm telling you, if you gamble and or are going to gamble and or go to Vegas, find a good craps table, put every dollar you have in there, and just watch it roll. I'm telling you, there's nothing better. Please, someone confirm that. Did you see A$AP Rocky dropped? J. Cole drops on February 6th. I did listen to one of his songs. I forget what it was, but I thought it was really good. Popped up on the Spotify algo that I thought was interesting. It's probably the most popular one. It's Helicopter. Thought it was good. Movie mistake. Why do the guy cows have letters and no horns? They're bulls. Yeah, that's a nitpick, but it is a point. Jarvley update in the Discord. I will check that in a second. Biggie Cheese is my GOAT rapper. Yeah, no, that was a great moment. Lakers down 8. Holy hell. Thought the PS2 Barnyard game was speed. There's a game. There's so much lore that I don't know about this show. Mr. Bombastic, exactly. The A$AP Rocky album was trash. I heard it was good. American Dragon Son. I don't know if you watch Brandy and Mr. Whiskers on Disney Channel or Dave the Barbarian, but that's what Barnyard Show reminded me of, especially humor-wise. Dave the Barbarian was such a sick show. Such a sick show. What a pull. I love that show. And it's pretty much all free on YouTube, so I feel like we could react to the whole 2 seasons of it on stream and be good. That show is top shelf. I don't think... Who's going to copyright me? They don't broadcast it anywhere. Dave the Barbarian, if you're bored, traveling, and have... Whatever, man. Great show. Free on YouTube, at least I think. Totally worth watching. Dave the Barbarian. It's been like a decade since he dropped. Yeah, and he came back with some heaters. I'll provide my opinion once I listen to it. Please do, James. What the hell was that little hair thing that had dancing only feet? Oh, God, I forget what it was called. But that thing was a beast, too. It was like a... what was it? Slick Rick? Frank the Tank or something? Something like that. Hell of a character, by the way. That was a ton of fun. Spoiler, but Otis ditches the kid in the real show. What? He's a deadbeat father? Dave the Barbarian's so fucking underrated. Plus, I just realized that family was a blended black family. There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, it was. What else? The Rooster is the coldest motherfucker I've ever seen. 100%. Easy money. The Rooster, who's doing stand-up at the opening party sequence, is great. Once again, I'll say it. These jokes are tight. They're making fun of turkeys. Said, hey, we all know we have our day, but you know yours. Thanksgiving. Pass me the cranberry sauce. Crazy thing to say to another human being, by the way. Barnyard scene was like if you combined every great thing in the world. Don't know why I took that note. Sam Elliott singing Johnny Cash. We know that. If there was blood in this movie, it would be so much better. That was the thought I had, too, with this film, as we're at commercial break for the game we've been totally watching. Only 3 more legs to go. Hell yeah, Jarv. Keep going. Keep going. That would be sick if that paid. This game is getting a tad interesting, though. It's a 5-point game. Oh, my God. I'm actually going to have to start talking about basketball. Oh, no. But, yeah. So I'll talk about Barnyard during the commercial breaks, and then I guess we'll follow the game. I guess. What I wanted to say was, this movie, if they had to make this an adult movie, which it never would have worked, right? Box office wise. Adults don't watch movies about cows in barns that have parties, besides me. And us, apparently. It's a great movie. I like that it's a kid's movie. If it was an adult movie like a Sausage Party, which, again, I don't really care for that movie, but if it was kind of like that, I think that would be a little more, meaningful, right? If there was blood, the Ben death would have made a whole lot more sense. It felt like they wanted it to be more adult. And then, they kind of just, Nickelodeon picked it up and said, no, we're going to make it a kid's movie. And they're like, fine. We're not going to change much, but fine. But yeah, with context, the Ben dying scene is tragic. And I feel bad for laughing on stream. You're laughing. Ben the cow died and you're laughing. Yeah, no, with context, that scene is tragic. Without context, brown cow dies. Oh, well. Or is he black? I don't remember. But brown cow dies. Damn it. With context, I was getting a little emotional. I'm not going to lie. I was like, God, stand my ground and I won't back down. Barnyard is Boogie Nights for kids. That's a great comp. I like the whole thing of them still getting car chased by the police just to push that kid out of the bed to say it's boy tipping. That's another great bit. There's great bits all over. And what I realized is there are memes every scene. And I'm not just talking like memes like, oh, funny moment. Memes that I've seen on Instagram. And I thought like they were kind of spliced throughout the show. They're all from the movie. Every meme. Them on the motorcycles. Perhaps him making signs behind the mailman. The kid walking into his room. I'll reenact it. Where he's like, yeah. And then he's like into his bedroom. Like that meme's hilarious. So if anyone wants to do a side-by-side of me and that fat kid from Barnyard, who I will forever now call Jonah Hill's character, even though that's not who voice acts it. But Jonah Hill and Superbad, that's the energy. Some characters looked ridiculous in the best way possible. Every animal looks dirty and gross, which I thought was a cool design choice. They all look like barn animals, not like, this isn't Madagascar, all right. They don't take care of themselves. They don't take showers. Rui Hachimura, 3-ball, missed it. The second we watch this game, he bricks it. Drew Timmy dives to the ground, couldn't get it. He's still up, though. Double team, Vando, come on. Takes it to the rack. Chris Dunn, no good. Lakers board. Rui's got it. Okay. Drinking the milk's my favorite part. It's called boy tipping. Sausage Party sucks on rewatch. That movie's only funny once if it ever is. Yeah, you gotta definitely be intoxicated in some facet. Marcus Smart, no good. Jared Vanderbilt on the hardwood. Sausage Party was a feeder dream. Updating the Discord meme. Harden is beefing with Rui. He can't get in, and getting a 3 should be easy. Yeah, well. Okay, Luka snatching a rebound from Zubac there, 4-on-4. Let's see it. Drew Timmy swings it to Rui Hachimura. Lakers ball. Nicholas Batum swatted it. Let's go boy tipping. Drinking the milk is a funny part, though. I didn't want to just gloss past that. Drinking the milk is hilarious. They're like very heavy. They're very... Here was what is implied. These are the notes I have, by the way. It is implied that... within the span of like 10 minutes, milk is booze. It's also implied that the dog, how do I put this? Pleasures himself and also does drugs. That's the implication with the dog character. But by the way, the pig is by far, I know I said I was going to talk about this game. The pig is far and away the best character. Far and away. With the rat mouse thing being number 2, a close second. So, like, the pig is hilarious. He says funny stuff all the time. Funny character design. You guys saw him in the thumbnail. My favorite pig moment, by the way, is they're all kind of, like, panicking. They're all like, I'm trying to, And then the pig is just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, I don't even remember the context of the scene. But basically, everybody's talking over each other. And then the pig's just like, I'll say it. I like the smell of bacon. I'll say it. It's like, it's a hilarious moment. And I can't blame him. I feel like pigs would like the smell of bacon, as horrible as that sounds. Luka fadeaway 3. Got it! Luka magic. 2-point game. Dalton connect. Keep your ass on the bench as usual. All right. Still got to respond to that girl. Luka with a 3 Barner. We get an Oscar if it was PG-13. Thank you. The ferret is fighting with a split personality. That's what I meant, actually, not the rat. I didn't know what it was. I wrote down Freddy the whatever the fuck it is the close second. That's what I wrote in my notes. Clippers 3-ball to make the game 5 once again. We're going to see Harden 3. Mohammed's having fun. Jared Vanderbilt thinks he's Michael Jordan. LeBron in the paint. Swings at Marcus Smart. Yeah, how do you miss that, bro? And then a loose ball foul on Vando. An obvious call. 2 more legs to go. Come on. Are they close? Another great joke for the mom who was like, there's a cow outside the window. And he's like, we live on a farm. There's always cows outside of the window. I do like how the woman is kind of like I don't even know. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The woman who like calls the cops. I like how she's implied as one of the main driving forces against the barn animals. Who's the antagonist of Barnyard? Is it the coyotes? Is it the woman? Or is it circumstance? Up for us to decide. But I did think the woman had some funny lines. She was like, I'm not crazy. I'm medicated for a chemical imbalance, but I'm not crazy. Same. Clippers, John Collins makes a layup. This is now a 7-point game. One more Luka assists, and that's a cash. All right. That's doable. It's very doable. Yeah, you got this in Jarb. We live on a cow farm. There's going to be cows outside. I do like how that guy just straight up drinks beer and they don't even try and hide it. I like that. Steer into the adultness of it all. Braun, open from 3. They run right through Vanderbilt. Don't call a foul. Braun doesn't know what the hell to do. He wanted a call there. It's actually kind of a smart move, honestly. You run through the pick instead of defending the 3, because that's distracting enough to make a player miss, but they won't call it. Worst case scenario, it's side out and or free throws. Clippers miss another 3, so it's still a 7-point game. Luka taking it up. Luka assist is definitely doable. Steps back 3. No good. Vanderbilt tries to get the board. Can't. DeAndre Ayton, his ass is grass. 4-on-4. Rui's talking his talk. There's a fight breaking out between Vando and Zubac and Marcus Smart. People are going back and forth. I think it's a call on the Clippers. Lakers have definitely gotten some calls. That being said, Clippers are in the bonus. Vando's torn up. What else was I going to say? When they were doing the human tipping, I genuinely asked myself, I'm like, are they going to kill that kid? Like, are they going to kill the Jonah Hill character? Cows get a 3-star wanted level in a police chase. All-time scene. They would have gotten a DUI, or I guess an MUI. Milk under the nope. It would have been DUM, dumb, driving under milk. Also, here's a take about the movie. It's just Lion King, but with cows. I don't want to unpack that anymore. Something about the last showdown versus the Coyotes reminds me of Avengers Endgames. Wish he went through with it and murdered one of the Coyotes. Movie ends on a childbirth scene. Spoiler. Sure, why not? So much happens in this movie. It's paced like a freight train. And last note I'll say about Barnyard, and then we can watch the last 4 minutes of this game. My rating, this movie gets a better than Madagascar out of 10. All right. We're caught up. Down on the farm. Pig has Joe from Family Guy vibes. That's a good call. It's a great call. If you haven't watched if you haven't watched Barnyard, again, I'm not making it up when I say I didn't know there was a movie. If you haven't watched Barnyard and I just spoiled the whole movie for you, it's still worth watching on Pluto. I would check it out. A lot of good stuff's on Pluto, by the way. I didn't think I'd be saying that. The app's hell to use, but there is some good stuff on there. One time I tried to watch The Godfather on Pluto. That was a nightmare. Side out for the Clippers. Braun sweating like a hog, like the pig in Barnyard, which, is normal when you're playing a game of basketball. I'm trying to understand basketball more. What does bonus thing mean? It means that there's been enough fouls to where any foul, reach and foul, loose ball, whatever, is an automatic 2 free throws. And the reason they do that is to discourage fouling. But if anything, it encourages fouling because hacking players at the end, but that's what it means. I'm pretty sure they have the same voice actor, American Dragon Son. Do they? I don't think so. I'm almost certain they don't. And the cast is pretty funny too. I know they have Wanda Sykes in there. Obviously, they have losing steam here. What is his name? Johnny Cash Cow. Oh my God. How am I forgetting this iconic Sam Elliott? Sam Elliott's a voice actor. Clippers increase the lead to 9. 9 mentioned 100 to 91. We'll see how this game goes out. Barnyard cast really quick. Yeah, Kevin James is Otis. I thought it was Ben Stiller. That's my bad. Danny Glover is in it. He's Miles the Mule, which really nails that character. Tino Insania is Pig the Pig. What else is he in, by the way? He's dead, so sorry. Rip to Tino Insania. I didn't even know he was sick. Apparently this was his big breakout role. Neighbors. I thought I had heard him somewhere else. Spaceballs, the animated series. For some reason, I thought it was the same guy who played Rex in Toy Story, but I guess I was wrong. Blanking on who that guy was. Was it... Wait, who is... That's not... Don Rickley, or what's his... Rob Rickley? God, I'm awful with names. Now I gotta look this up. Toy Story cast. Wallace Shawn. I was never gonna guess his name. But there is someone in here. Tom Hanks. Don Rickles. That's who it is. How could I forget Don Rickles? That's not who it was, obviously, but that's his name. Wallace Shawn, though, the guy from Princess Bride, among other things. That's who I thought the pig voice actor was, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah, so this is the Barnyard cast. You can full screen the Toy Story cast, but not this one. Oh, that's because we're on. Here we go. So yeah, I'm sure this is a proud thing to have on their resume. Shoot, I'd be thrilled. Get Archie Hahn, Earthquake, who smashed as Root the Rooster. You could tell they really didn't try too hard with the names here. Ig the Cow. Freddy the Ferret. So that's his name. He's a ferret. Okay, now we're all caught up. And yeah, Sam Elliott's marquee role. So there you go. Should have swapped Luca's assists with rebounds, probably. But, you know, it's still good. But Madagascar's peak and has a Giants joke that isn't throwing dirt on the Giants. I should watch Adventure Time. I really don't know if I could commit to a full season of Adventure Time, but I can admit it's a great show. What I will say, though, is Madagascar 1 is not great as a movie. And believe me, I know the Giants scene. Every time I watch that movie, I like pause it after they say that. I've told people to like the most annoying moment. It's such a great joke to set up. I tell them I'm like the best moment in cinema history is coming up. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's such a curveball. And it's like, all hail the New York Giants! New York Giants! And it's a great moment. I love it. But yeah, it's still not a great movie though, unfortunately. I wish it was, but it's not. Madagascar 2 is sick though. That I will say. Madagascar 2 packs. Madagascar 2 is a phenomenal movie. But I think as far as animal flicks go, I'm taking Barnyard. I think the story is more coherent. I think the characters are more developed. The jokes are considerably better. And it just translates. It aged better, funny enough. So yeah. All right. Okay. Here we go. Finishing out this game. I had this whole protein shake here. Haven't even touched it. And I'm not trying to drink any more milk on this stream. Just not. I gotta get you into anime. It's a tall order. I can talk Dragon Ball all day, every day, though. All right. 191. God, I'm getting hungry. All this talk about Barnyard. All right. Braun on the PNR. Rui in the corner. No good. Marcus Smart, nice board. Tries to go backwards. Gets a foul call. Like it. I like it. All right. What kid cartoon are we going to watch next? Actually, I want to try this really quick. Let me see if I can do this. I love saying, let me see if I can do this. Okay, so I added a poll. Nothing happened though. I wanted to add a poll about what we should watch next, and I could bring a review to the table, because again, once football ends, we're really going to have to start trying stuff. But I can't, for some reason, get a poll going. I mean, there's enough people in here where I could just ask a question and catch up to it. But, yeah, does anybody have does anybody have a movie suggestion for, next, there's the chat. Does anybody have a movie suggestion for, next stream? I'm just getting rid of the poll. I'll figure that out later. Does anyone here remember Drawn Together? Not quite, no. No, I haven't. I feel like Chicken Run would be good. I put you on a good one, and it has season 37 episodes Death Note. I think you would like it. I've heard Death Note's a pretty dark one. My cousin tried to get me into that, and I just thought, I don't know, man. Feels a bit intense. Death Note. Sure, it's good, though. They're making a peanut butter and chocolate spread? Oh, man. This camera really makes me look ugly. Anyways. All right, they're reviewing something. They're reviewing the foul. Marcus Smart goes over the back, and yet they called a foul on the Clippers, which is funny. It definitely looks like an over the back, in my opinion. Also, what the hell do I say to this girl, man? Clock's ticking. Shoot. Yeah, 9:20. Said she's off. Okay. How about... Should I say Sunset Picnic? What is a good date? I'm thinking Sunset Picnic. This girl's into nature. She said she's off. That's so free. when you get a chance, just watch Drawn Together, offensive jokes compilation. Have fun with that. Let me see what the story is with this one. I'll also check out Death Note. All right. Oh shoot, there it is. Hold up. Oh, that's how you do the poll. Oh, I'm catching up here. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can figure out this poll. Okay. Can I pick the options? This isn't gonna work, is it? Option 1. Yeah, I did. This isn't gonna fly, is it? All right, whatever. We're not doing a poll. I'll figure that out later. Let me look this up, huh? It's hell yeah, take her hiking or something. I was going. That seems like a gimme. They give it to the Clippers. Nice. So Clippers at the line for 2 because they're in the bonus. I'm gonna look up Drawn Together really quick. Okay, so we're good with that though. All right. The reason I don't want to do a hike is because wow, did he miss both? That's funny. The reason I don't want to do the hike is because it rained today. So I think a lot of them are gonna be closed. Drawn Together. Oh, no way. This movie looks crazy. I mean, this show looks crazy. Episode 3, Gay Bash. Can't imagine that's a tough watch. I mean, I'm sure that's awesome. 38% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've never seen this before. Drawn Together Uncensored Season 3. Wow, okay, so this is quite the... Okay, well, I'm just gonna look up Drawn Together funny moments, and I'll get back to you guys on that. Because Death Note seems interesting, but that's a bit of a commitment. I would need some time. I'm not going to watch it on stream, though. I should watch the Boondocks now. Like, everyone talks about the Boondocks, about how that's, like, worth watching. Wow. Yeah, I have very much not seen Drawn Together. Wow. Okay. I'll check it out, though. Jeez. It looks like that other show, Clone High. Game was good, and then just immediately... Yeah, this game was good, and then we started watching it. Yeah, just the life that 70s show putting you on right now. Well, I've seen that 70s show, not like in full, but I know what it is. Do not watch the Boondocks on stream. I won't. Believe me, I will not. Luca missed the free throw. Yeah, this game's toast. This game's toast. All right, I'm thinking Picnic. Yeah, hike would suck with the whole back thing. Can't go wrong with Boondocks neither, but Drawn Together's for the lols. All right, I'll check it out. I'll watch some Drawn Together clips tonight. I'll check it out. I already Google, like, I'll just pull up the what I found on Google. I literally just looked up jokes, and look at this. Drawn Together jokes. Look at this. Yeah, so there's my camera went out at a good time, honestly. Yeah, I was gonna try and hide, honestly, with this kind of stuff. So yeah, this is the bit rich. Definitely a new color on this channel, but we'll take it. Why not? I don't think Luka's gonna get that assist. Are they gonna pull him? It looks like the Lakers are still trying to find it, so maybe. Anyway, we're at a commercial break though. This is a funny stream, man. If you guys missed the ice cream thing, that's definitely worth going back to. But yeah, we watched basketball. We tried food. What's the shit? How so? Like, I mean, off rip. I mean, they're poking fun at some races, and I literally just searched jokes. Could have been anything. And they're poking fun at some races. Oh, Israel, you're a handful, etc. As you can see, Drawn Together. I'm not even gonna throw that one out there. So yeah, quite the ambitious show, I'd add. Extremely offensive, but it's done with no malice. Lol, I love it. Hey, man, that does look like there's no malice. But hey, man, art is art. However you want to say it. Boondocks is goated, grade A satire. Best touchdown song. This? Like the Sonic song we got going? Drawn Together is also pretty good. Okay. I'll watch Drawn Together moments, but is it worth watching Boondocks like a couple episodes? I need something to talk about on Saturday. Besides the Madden draft, which will be on Saturday, presumably, if that works for everybody. Gotta wash my sweats, man. That's so annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. I'm trying to think how to deliver this line. Maybe I should just wait until I get off stream. This game's about to end. Actually, no. The last 3 minutes of an NBA game takes like 2 hours, and the officials are still conversing. I'll tell you, man. There's no more baller of a date than NBA tickets, especially good seats. Like you see the first few rows, just people on dates, and that's the way to do it. Basketball game, go on a date. That's what I should say. Like, I got tickets to the Lakers game. Of course, I do not. When I have to go back watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, that was my GOAT show when I was younger. That show was too much for me when I was younger. Like, I was actively scared of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I couldn't be the Cowardly Dog. And I know he's like all timid. That's the joke, but oh no, he's cowardly. That's the thing. His name's Courage, but he's cowardly. All right. If Rui scores, nope. Rui passed it off. Braun. Looking for it. Free dunk. Okay. All right. Not too bad. Rotate Lakers. James Harden just went into cardiac arrest. Never mind. Okay. Let's see it. Chris Dunn taking the ball up. Trying to get this pretty much a spoof of put these people in a house. Reality shows of the time. Every character is a different spoof of classic cartoons. Okay. I like it. Lakers steal. All right. 9-point game. Luka swings it. If Marcus Smart makes this, there it is. There it is. Song 2 by Blur should be a touchdown song. That is a great touchdown song. That's the parlay, Jarv. I think it just hit. I think it just paid. You got the assist. There it is. Damn, I needed that play. Spoofs on Betty Boop, Disney Princesses, Superman, SpongeBob, Pikachu, Zelda, etc. Yeah, the Betty Boop one I've seen. I saw, but I'll give it a spin. Also, speaking of superhero stuff, new Invincible trailer dropped. So there you go. If you're into Invincible, like I am, trailer dropped. Looks good. A lot of new stuff coming. Omni-Man. Somehow Omni-Man has returned. Very excited. I will be talking about Invincible when that show comes out. So if you're a big Invincible watcher, be ready to talk about it on the stream, and we will spoil. So, take that with what you will. Song 2 is on Madden. Oh, yeah, it is. Blur 2. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it is. Oh, is it Song 2 or wait, it is Song 2. You're right. My bad. I was thinking of something else. There's another song, too, I've been listening to, which is going to get me copywritten, but I'll play it for a second. Hold on. This is Worth. Just going to play it in the background here. Is that what it's called? The Word 2. That's what it's called. I'm going to play it. I hate when I accidentally inspect Element. It was a whole thing. All right, I don't want to get copyrighted anymore. Probably gonna have to trim that out, but yeah, that song, that's The Word 2. Great song. Back to Sonic. All right, 6-point game. Braun dished it to Vando. Yabs it. All right. Call a timeout, Clippers. You know you need it. 8-0 run for the Lakers. All right, this game's coming together. God, if we get OT, that would be crazy. All right. This game's coming together. They found the right time. Kawhi's wearing his signature sneakers that everybody definitely wears in the NBA. Double team on Harden. LeBron, ball's batted. Don't call a foul. Kawhi recovers it. Missed his 3. Vando with the board. They call an over the back. Are you joking, man? God, basketball's brutal to watch. LeBron's out of steam. God, he's losing his hair. LeBron is running out of gas. You can tell his age is for sure catching up to him. Hot take. Off topic, what happened to McDonald's? When I was a kid, they had Nintendo 64 kiosks. We used to play Sonic and Mario Sports at McDonald's. McDonald's completely fell off. They went corporate. They thought they were... McDonald's thinks they're fine dining. It's gross. Should I live bet double or nothing for a Lakers comeback? That's not... I mean... Oh, I forgot to say my picks for championship weekend. I'm going all the way Broncos Rams. Believe it and it will happen. I'm going double underdog. Zubac sinks both of his free throws. That sucks. 6-point game. I'm going Broncos Rams. Double underdog. Already bet it. The odds are great. I just see it. Believe it and it will happen. I'm pretty confident the Rams are going to win, and I'm also relatively confident the Broncos will win. I really do think. Braun and one. Let's go. I really do think so, man. Mohammed's calling. It's up to you, but I'd walk away with the money. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I was playing poker with Kenny Rogers one time. He ran away from the table. I obviously wasn't playing poker with Kenny Rogers. That's a Norm joke, but when he said it, it didn't get much love. I hope you got it. Braun free throw and one is good. All right, 3-point game in LA. I like saying that because they're both LA teams. So Seahawks Pats. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess. So you should probably bet Seahawks Pats. Went 1 for 3 last week. Had the same record as a literal toddler. Zubac goes double hand slam backwards. That was horse shit. All right, Lakers, can we play some defense? Jeez, we're letting them get easy buckets. So you got to look at the colors of the Super Bowl logo. Red, white, and blue. Blue and yellow are the main colors. Yeah, I'm not buying into the Super Bowl logo thing, especially this Super Bowl logo. There's like 6 colors. Braun swings it. Rui, please! Missed it. Damn it. 5-point game. Got to play with some intensity. Full court press. Jared Vanderbilt. DeAndre Ayton, man, I'm telling you, what a waste of a trade that was. Oh my goodness. DeAndre Ayton. Kawhi takes it, probably was fouled. They don't call it. And John Collins. It's more or less the dagger. You can see it. Lakers fan going like this. I'll do the same. Lakers timeout. That was the coffin. Ball game. Love that song. It's his best song. Yeah, no doubt. Kenny Rogers. Lakers perimeter defense is garbage. Yeah, it is. It is. It's terrible. It's this. This is the thing too. It's like this is not Lakers basketball. Like it's just so soft. It's so soft, man. The defense is in general. There's no grit. There's no grit. This is why we watch football, man. Again, this is not me just I don't want to sound like the guy that watches one sport. Basketball, modern basketball is so frustrating. Super Bowl 58 logo had purple on it, which is for the Ravens, but didn't win the AFC Championship game. That's true. That's true. And now they have a new coach, Jesse Minter. Did you see what the Bills owner said about Keon Coleman? No Waters, the guy's struggling. Yeah, did see it, Jeffrey. I did see it. Made a whole video about it, actually. But yeah, I did see it. It was crazy. Surprised y'all know who Kenny Rogers is. You got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, know when to run. Somehow the long water sip has returned. Gotta stand up because my back's killing me. What I'd give for a Percocet. Great, you got LeBron complaining to Dwayne Wade, who's commentating on the game. The NBA is so odd. There it is. Lucille's another great song. Poor Keon Coleman, the poor kid can't catch a break. Yeah, seriously, he's the Justin Fields of Bills receivers. Lakers are running a play, that's nice. Luka, pull it. Going inside. Gets the shot, all right. 6-point game. Lakers are going to need some sort of defensive stand here, which tall order. Let's see it. God, my biceps are small. All right. Song sick. Full court press. Are they going to get an 8? Clippers timeout. Ty Lue's feeling the heat. What fit would you wear as a coach in the NFL? Oh, I think we crossed that bridge already, right? We did it. I'd probably go shorts, but, I'm not going to change pants right now, but I would throw on this guy. The quarter zip. Literally, this alone. And you wear this guy. This is how I would look. Zip it to the top. Headset on. Where's the mic? Check the mic. Where's the mic? Seriously, here we go. Just like that. And then it would just be like Sean McDermott does it. Or not Sean McDermott. Sean McVay does it. And it's like, or Kyle. Like let's go ZY Jet Banana Flapjack Check Read Double Y Z Go Sluggo. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with football terms on the side, but that's how this will be my coach aesthetic. Sweats, quarter zip, and the red mustache, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Lakers. Rah! But yeah, favorite Christmas gift this year, my New York Giants quarter zip. I'm wearing this out in public with pride, by the way. The Giants are back. I'm all the way bought in. The offseason delusion has fully kicked in. I'm wearing my Giants gear out and about. Oh, Vando! What a play! Steals it! Luka, pull the shot, man! Swings it to Marcus Smart. We killed all momentum we had on that break. Luka, man. Why didn't he shoot it? These NBA players don't know how to play basketball. That's my take. Damn, man. And the Clippers win. Golly, man. Ball game. Luka foul. Hack of Harden. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Tough, man. Jeez. Come on, Luka. Well, that's ball game. Stream was fun, though. Did a Barn Nerd review, had a good Hinge update, and, you know, had ice cream. That's the big meal of the night. Probably gonna go make breakfast for dinner. Because, you know, why not? Why not live large and have breakfast for dinner? Good use words of Jeffrey. You can't catch a break. That's hilarious. The NBA made a mistake getting rid of hand checking. Well, that's not even what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's so stretched out now to where you can't even, like, really play good defense. It's just everyone rim running and then swinging it out. And, like, they'll make it half the time. It's just not interesting to watch. Ron's walking it out. How old is that damn Kobe jersey? It's Adidas. It's pretty damn old. It's pretty damn old. I found it in storage. I probably wore it when I was like 8 years old, probably even younger. But it was that. I mean, we're on the road, so I figured wear purple. Back when Lakers jerseys were cool. My other one that I found is the gold. Also Adidas. Looks a little bit newer. Kobe. But we're on the road, so I gotta wear purple. So the Lakers lost. That's great. We suck. And I said I wasn't gonna say we. So the Lakers suck. That's my take. Looks like my old LeBron Cavs jersey. Fits me the same way too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's definitely a little snug. Keon Coleman, he wasn't my pick. Just remember before he goes out there, make this crucial play for us. That's what I would say. Yeah, serious. Well, he did say Keon. I picked Coleman again. Jeffrey, check out my Bills video. But yeah, no, it's a funny situation in Buffalo. They're a train wreck. James Harden's getting interviewed. You can see he's definitely interlacing some grays. Had a black Lakers Kobe jersey that I could find. It would be worth a lot of money. Yeah, no doubt, man. That's sick. No doubt at all, man. I'm sure that's badass. Is it the one Los Lakers? Oh man. Lakers used to have such cool uniforms. Now it's just hacky bullshit. I hate the NBA right now, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? The Lakers just lost to the Clippers in the Intuit Dome. Well, that concludes Rivalry Week, brought to you by AWS, which I still don't know what it does. But yeah. Ball game. I'm trying to figure out the exact wording I should say to this girl. And then we'll call it. I think I'm just going to say, I'm thinking Sunset Picnic. I'm thinking Sunset Picnic. What's your number? How about that, huh? Okay, 2 messages. How do we, let me refocus the camera here. There we go, huh? What do we think, huh? 2 messages. See, this is cool. I can actually trust the camera. Thinking 2 messages. Gonna throw a question mark down there, and that'll be that. How do you like that? Nice. 1985 Bernie Kosar. That's badass. I had a Lawrence Taylor jersey, but then I lost it a while ago. Also had a Victor Cruz, funny story. My first football jersey. I wanted to get a Victor Cruz Super Bowl 46, 46 with the patch. That was gonna be my first jersey, the Reebok. But the problem was that NFL was switching to Nike that year. So it was either a Nike jersey or a home jersey, both of which were not worn on the field. And I didn't want the Nike jersey because I wanted the authentic. So I bought it on eBay, not looking at the size, and it was XXL adult. So, didn't fit me. See a lot of polls in your future. Ryan polls? But yeah, that's a Hinge update, by the way. Match with a 34-year-old. So there you go. But anyways, well, that was Rivalry Week brought to you by AWS. Meep's heading out. I think I'm going to call the stream there as well. But this was a lot of fun. We had ice cream and cookies. Again, I'm picking Rams Broncos pretty strongly. I bet the parlay. So, we'll be here. And there's a shot that we do a Madden draft on Saturday. Seems like that'll happen. So stay tuned for that. I had an Eli jersey as a kid. My dad bought for $2 at a yard sale. That's badass, Muhammad. You should have stayed at the. The strip club. Come on. You should have stayed on the team, Mom. You should have been a Giants fan. It's so much fun. The Jarvlay did hit. That's a great point. The Jarvlay hit. We reviewed Barnyard, did the hinge update, ranted about a million things, and ate ice cream. It's a good stream, fellas. A lot of fun. Drop a like if you didn't already. And I will see you guys on Saturday at the earliest, Sunday at the latest. Always fun. I'll send the best episodes of the Boondocks. Please do. On HBO. All right. Catch you guys on the flip. New camera. Hey-o! All right. Hunna Ball.
Of you, but I can't change a thing.